Joey's in the pit lane. I hope you know that.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are at Bathurst once again. This time it is for our Bathurst jump session brought to you by SRW and Tempting Sweets. We can see on screen now, this is Sinkovic with the SRW team racecraft livery parked up there. We're going to get some drivers up to the top of the mountain and get them ready to take on this jump. So joining me tonight in comms is Mr. Sinkovic himself and also Danno with two N's. Danno, welcome aboard, mate, and welcome back.
Yeah, g'day boys, how's it going? It's been a long time coming, getting the internet and having enough confidence in it to get back into it. So here I am, and looking forward to it.
Welcome back, mate. Welcome back. It's been, I think, 6 months, so it's good to hear your voice back on comms. And I expect a lot of energy from you, like you used to be. How exciting! I've been looking forward to this all week and all day today, even though everyone's been pestering me like crazy. A new new sponsor, Tempting Sweets, on board. So anyone out there that's watching, you know, chip in, tell us what you think of the jumps. We might pick a random viewer for a prize. We'll reach out to you and get your delivery details, and hopefully have a bit of a laugh. Hopefully the drivers are all going to go at the top now and start lining up.
Did we... Hello? Did we... Oh,
I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Yeah.
Okay, yep. I was just making sure we didn't drop then. I thought we might have dropped comms, but no, we're there. We're close.
We're here. Tyson's just let us all go. You know.
Yeah,
you're in the driving room as well, are you?
I'm already. Cool. Yeah, I'm in the car as well. It's a lot of fun. I love Bathurst. It's a good track, and yeah, just wanted a bit of practice, and apparently suck because I've chucked on a 2-wing set from the Bathurst 12-hour, and it is extremely hard to drive the BMW M4 with a 2-wing around the mountain.
Well, I'll tell you something real funny. I'm sitting here watching, thinking, oh yeah, who's this car coming around? I'm thinking, what's going on my YouTube? It's not a V8. It's not even, it's Donington. I'm thinking, what the hell? Have we loaded the wrong track? But no, definitely not. I've got it on the wrong YouTube stream.
Oh, wow. The boss got it on the wrong channel. I have actually shared the Tempting Sweets website link in the YouTube chat. So if you guys want to check that out, go and order yourself some snacks and some goodies and support the guys supporting SRW. Would be very much appreciated. So we are seeing now just the guys lining up. There's Danno with two N's lining up first off the rank, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh, nice work, Danno.
He's beating everybody to the top.
Itching to go, mate. Itching to go.
Just wait up a bit, mate, because there's other cars coming up slowly, and we'll release them as they go. Perhaps what we'll do is we'll get the guys. The guys can actually see when they've come off the jump, the car in front. So what we'll do is we'll let them know as they can see the guys going over the jump. The next person can take off. So that way we don't have to worry about them. They can all just jump in and go for it.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan, exactly.
So we'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yep, we've got Daniel Harris lined up. Looks like Dylan Gray's lined up as well. Cameron Edwards there in the 171.
I fiddled with all my in-car settings and things, and all my mirrors and stuff are off, and it's going to annoy the hell out of me.
Oh, you'll be right, mate. You only got one thing to do. Get down the straight and jump the jump. I see a couple of supercars there. We've got a Porsche. It looks like a Porsche back in the background there.
I do believe there was a Porsche Cup in here. I saw it go out
There's
of the pit
Radical.
lane.
I reckon
that's... I think it may have reset.
I reckon that's Chef Toddy Thornburn in the Radical back there. We may even get a special jump in from Shivy from time to time. If he's got time, he's in the YouTube chat, but we might catch him in the Discord at some point. So Stephen just gone up into the briefing room to give them all a rundown. And he's back again.
Boys are all pumped up. They're all ready to go. I've told them that they can make their way through once the first car's going. Danno, will you want to start the Tempting Sweets jump expression night and give us the first jump, mate?
Sure, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready, mate. Go for it.
All right, here goes.
It's not going to be the best jump. We haven't got the best run. Usually you take
Jump on
Forest
board with-
Elbow quite quickly.
You'll be
Danno
right,
now.
mate. You'll be
Sure,
right.
we'll get up
You'll be
to
right.
speed. I've got a quali set on, and again, 2 wings.
I think we might need to hit the refresh for some of the paints, but we'll see how that goes. But here we go. Here goes Danno in his white car.
Oh, God.
How much
Oh,
he can
he's
get?
gonna
Is he
miss.
going to even make it?
Oh, no, he got it.
Yes, boys!
He got it.
I made it cleanly.
That was... I don't know how to vote for that because I didn't really want you to make it cleanly. That was too clean.
That was too good a jump. Yeah, exactly. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm going around for
clean.
another turn.
That's
Way too clean.
so. Who's the next one off the rank? That looked like Dylan Gray, if I'm not mistaken. It is.
Yeah, it is Dylan Gray hammering down the hill. He's flashing his lights. Here he
Oh,
comes.
he's got in a bit
across.
shallow.
He's got a bit of a wiggle. Got a bit of a wiggle.
Oh, Dylan's in the wall.
Yes, we have impact. I like it. We have impact. Well done, Dylan. I'm going to rate that one a little bit higher up than
Who's next
Danno's
in line?
because there was a bit of carnage involved. Danno's was just way too clean for me.
So,
we got
so
two
what I'm
cars coming
hearing
out.
is I'm too good at what I do.
Why do we get 2 released? Boys, what are you doing?
Oh, what
I'm
are
gonna
they
fight
doing?
for it.
And that's Brad too.
Is that Brad Wall? Brad
Cameron
Wall.
Edwards coming through. He's launching it.
He didn't launch very far. Oh, what's going on there? We need some
That was
consistency,
sensational.
boys. Come on.
That I'm giving that an 8. I'm giving that an 8.
Is that out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10, mate. I'm giving that an 8. That was pretty cool. Here comes Tyson McAvoy coming down the mountain.
Is that Tyson in the Ferrari?
He's making
Yeah.
sure. What's he driving? He's driving a.
No, that's not Tyson in the Ferrari. Hold on.
It's not.
Wayne
Who is
Edwards
that?
in the Ferrari.
Wayne Edwards in the Ferrari. Here he goes. Coming all the way through. It's picking up a bit of pace. This thing's humming. Let's see what control is going to give on the sand, or is it going to bog down with the defenders?
Oh, I think it'll bog down a bit here. Oh, he's kind of gotten through. Oh, he just
Oh
love
my
taps
God.
all. That's got to be
That's
a
a 2.
3. Look there, 2-3. Who's the next car up the top
That's a
there,
3.
Stephen? What's the
Wayne
number?
Edwards, a bit of a. He'll be spewing about that. All right, who we got coming up next?
Oh, dear, I need a car number.
Here we go. There's someone coming down the hill.
I do believe that coming down the hill is... Oh, I can't even tell. There's 2 going down, though. There's a Porsche Cup directly after.
Here comes Steve Martin.
Looks like Stevie Martin in the Porsche. Yeah, we need to
Martin in
get
the
someone up there to
Porsche.
give us the numbers so we can flip these cameras around,
Bradley...
boys.
So Brad Wall is on his way down in the V8 supercar.
We've got Steve Martin heading right down in front of him, though. So getting Steve Martin on the jump. He's just about to come to the jump.
He's looked like he's gone through it.
Oh,
missed
we
it.
missed it.
He's got no
All right,
damage
so
on
you
the
got-
car, so he must have gone through it.
Yeah, okay.
Not sure what's going
So it
on.
looks like Brad Wall's the next one.
Brad Wall is stuck on the rubber.
We missed that. We might need a replay.
that's Toddy.
Here we go. So he's
See?
pulled out just in time.
Oh,
We missed that. Another one making a pure landing. Mr. Thornburn.
we
I'm
need
going
someone
again
up
as
there.
well.
Too soft. Too soft.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, she got a bit toasty. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
no, I'm in the wall.
It's too
I'm
clean.
gonna give you. I'm giving you better on that one. I'm giving you better on that one. That's at least 5. That'll be a 5 for me.
Okay, I'll take it.
Stephen, if you're up the top
Oh
of the
my-
hill, can you get us a
this
car
car
number when they're released up
is-
there?
The
We
definition
can,
of crabbing.
if I can get
Oh,
the
that's
camera
doing
on
great.
it, it'll be perfect. But Danno, can you just focus on my car and my number, and so we can see what the next car coming down the mountain is? That was a killer jump by Dylan Gray. That was a bit more expression in that one.
We have the 171 of Mr. Cameron Edwards. Coming
He's
down the
lined
I
up
don't know
mountain.
what
there.
happened there, but I saw someone coming down the mountain and he actually jumped. Here we go,
'cause
Cameron Edwards.
I can't get the car numbers because they're just filing them off and no one's telling me which car's coming, boys. So we need consistency.
Okay, so
We
Danno,
need some
can you
value. Come on.
watch my car, Danno, so you can see what the next car number is.
I'm watching. There's somebody doing.
Here we go, Cameron Edwards.
Right. That is the 117 car of Wayne Edwards.
Oh, he's
Oh, it's big shot. Oh, he's done a flip.
Oh, I like the flip. I think I'm going to give that
Very
flip a
nice
7.
flip. I'll give him a solid 8 out of 10 for the landing, I reckon, for that flip.
All right, we're on Wayne
All right,
Edwards.
so who
That's Wayne.
that's coming up next is
Wayne Edwards in front of you.
Yep. Wayne Edwards is coming up.
But then the 037 is right behind him. So that's Tyson McAvoy. And then the 22 is Bradley Wall. So.
Yeah. So here comes Wayne Edwards. He's off and going. Let's see if he gets bogged down again like he did last night.
He is pushing it, boys. He is already up to speed.
Here he goes.
Up to 5th, into 6th gear. He's got a good entry, and he's kept it very straight. He's up, he's over, and
he's on the door.
That's a big one.
That's better. That's
got to be an 8. That's an 8 for sure.
8, yeah. That's my highest rating for the night. That's an 8. Definitely an 8.
Go. All right, Tyson McAvoy, if you've got us there, mate.
That was
you got released.
Oh, Mr. McAvoy. Go for Toyo.
He's going to send it. He's going
to a little bit of a show here.
Yeah, put on the show for the Toyo Sim team.
I'll be honest, I was waiting for him to bin it after doing that. Get the tyres nice and hot and then just send it into a wall.
Looking light.
Flashing headlights, he's got to go on.
Headlights. Focus on your jump, mate.
Here he goes.
Oh, he's going to...
Oh, he got start points.
He's over. He's done it. Oh.
No, I think I've got to give that one... I think I've got to give that one a 5.
A 5. That's just out of shit.
I'm going to say 6,
I'll give that a 7.
Look, if he continued and then he'd done the barrel rolls and then after the barrel rolls he'd stuck the landing, that's a 10 for me.
Here comes the boss with his Warren and Brown and Grim Industries car. Oh, he's got some pace on this.
He's over. Hit it. Oh, look at this.
Oh, he's still rolling.
Oh.
And back on his feet.
Brilliant.
And we can see the Warren and Brown logo. Well done, Brad. I'm going to give that...
What's the next car up there, boys?
Do you agree, guys?
What's the next car,
boys?
boys?
I'm gonna do one of the best jumps you've ever seen.
Danno, who's the next car?
It is...
The next car is in reverse.
Oh, hang on.
It's Joshua. There we go. The number 12.
Josh Horton.
You should be able to... You should be able to see if you have your relative box up. Press F3 on your keyboard.
Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. That was... I want to give him that. Josh Edwards.
He
that was pretty good.
Straight back to pit lane. That's got to be like a 7 there. Easy.
The 7.
Stephen, if you press F3 on your keyboard, you should be able to see who's who.
I'm in VR, mate, so probably not.
Potty, Thornburn.
Should be able to have a black box up though, still.
Yeah, the impact of that last one was pretty crazy. Who's in the?
That's Toddy.
Toddy. It's Toddy.
Oh, Mr. Thornton. Oh, let's go, Mr. Thornton. Let's see if we can get some good air out of this one, mate. We've got a fair few people watching. We've got 17 people watching in 25 minutes. Viewers, get involved. Let us know what you think. You've got a chance of winning some sweets, some lolly bags as well from Tempting Sweets, our sponsor for this event for Thursday night Jump Expression. Todd, are you going to go, or are we going to wait for you? Here we go. Toddy's going.
Here he goes.
Now, I have a question for everyone watching at home. Do you guys prefer the big crash jumps, or do you prefer when they get through cleanly and they can do another lap without
carnage?
Because
it's all carnage.
To me, I much prefer when you make the jump.
Jetto, it's a little bit hard to keep on top when they're released that fast, mate. So yeah, we will try and catch them.
That had some sick distance.
Oh. He sent that into the
wall
for sure.
That was a pinball. That was definitely a pinball.
Cameron Edwards has been released as well. He's on his way down the straight, just past the Jim Beam sign.
Picking him up now on Cam. What's he got? He's jumped in the Mustang supercar.
Yep. Here we go.
He's taking an early in.
He's taking it straight.
He's got gone out onto the other
I
side.
love
That's
that.
awesome. That's a
I'm
great run.
gonna give that 8 for landing it on the wall, and that was like an axle spin. That was crazy. That was good.
That was fantastic.
Now, boys, I am going to attempt something
Who's-
here. Now,
who's been
I don't know if
released?
it's ever been done.
Who's coming down the mountain? Tell us who's coming down the mountain, mate. That's your
No
job,
one is
Danno.
coming down the mountain
one,
right
that's,
now. Wayne Edwards is waiting to go. He's just in front of me.
All
There
right,
he
let's
goes.
go.
There he goes.
Let's go, Wayne. Wayne's in the expression session.
As he heads down the mountain. Now, boys, I'm going to try, on the gravel, spin the car to a point where I'm in backwards, and I'm going to try and get over the jump backwards.
Oh,
So you're going to start putting some tactics in this, are you?
Here we go.
Oh,
I'm
right,
trying
Wayne's
to
coming
go
in.
for a couple of style points.
Well, I think that's what Tyson tried. Look at that.
Wayne just straight into that right-hand wall.
That was a very nice landing. That car's almost too good. I think Wayne needs to
too
just
flat.
hard down left or something as he hits the jump, like Danno's about to do. Go for it, mate.
Danno's on screen now. That's Danno with 2 ends, by the way. Back in the combo.
It's Danno with
Danno
one
with
end,
two ends.
actually.
Yeah, but we just put 2 ends just to get him happy.
Just the one.
So viewers, 18 of you watching out there, welcome Jet Murray. We've got 2 of Dylan's jumps. You missed it. That was one of them was a killer one.
Alrighty, here we go, boys.
He goes down. He's going to go a hard drop to the right, get a curve going. Oh yeah.
He didn't go anywhere. He just tripped over the wall. Oh, who's next on track? Dan Harris giving us a
that was a
little bit
two,
of something,
mate. That was a
but
two.
wasn't much.
I want to have a look at that.
I hope you viewers out there are loving this as much as we are. Who's coming down the track next, Danno? Quick.
It's
Oh my God.
037.
It is-
Tyson McAvoy putting on the big skid show. Mr. Skid himself.
All right.
Here he comes. Down the mountain, flashing his lights. All the way to the right-hand side. Oh, he's on the grass already.
He's using...
He's tire dipping. And here he goes.
Get it, Tyson. Nose heavy. Oh, bounce.
Clean.
Oh,
It's too
that
clean.
was too good.
Well, if these drivers can hear me, what the idea is to do, as you're about to launch, do a hard left or a hard right so you get some rotations in the car. And
Who's
then you're
that
going to
in
see
13?
someone's come out in
We
the...
got Kai Ardley in the truck.
He's in the pro
truck.
trucks, yeah.
That's
Brad Wall
nice.
is heading down the mountain now in a
Brad
very
Wall's already got
broken
no bonnet.
supercar.
He's already got no bonnet on his car.
He hasn't got
This
any-
is commitment.
He's got a rear wing that looks like it's come out of a Formula One car, a front end that looks like it's been put through a masher.
A Mad Max matchup.
What do you
Here we
got,
go.
Brad?
And off the boys go. And...
Oh, he's tried flicking it. He's made it.
Oh, he's made it, but
Oh,
it's
come
going
on.
to end up
Flick
in a
around.
wall.
Oh.
Oh.
All we needed was it to catch the dirt to get a full
Yeah, that-
rotation going. That would have been good.
That's a 4 for me.
Here's
Yeah.
Joshua
Here
Horton.
comes Josh. Here comes Josh Horton. Oh, who's that
Oh,
right
and
behind
Dylan,
him?
what are they going 3-4 for? Boys, no.
They're having a little bit of a jump. We're going to have a couple of boys going all
Oh, here we
together.
go. Expression,
Josh Thornton
expression,
in front.
expression.
We got Dylan Gray
Not
behind
yet.
him, Jamie Christensen, and I can't even see who's behind him.
second
There was
Ferrari,
the
it looks
Pro
like.
Trucks car. They're bump drafting, and big crash. And the Ferrari comes straight. Oh my God, the airtime from
They
Dylan Gray.
They all disappeared as they all got sent into the pits. That was, you know what? I'm going to give them all 3 of them an 8 for effort. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I wanted to see the truck go. What happened to the truck?
No
I don't
idea.
even know what happened to the truck there.
That's the problem. We
Hey,
can't
what-
keep all 4 at the same time. We need them to go one
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
time for a little bit. We just need to get in there.
Viewers, while you're out there, like and subscribe. Go, get in the chance to win the racecraft rig. That's why the racecraft car is sitting there. Like and subscribe.
Oh,
when we get up to
that's
1,000,
as well.
we'll be drawing, and we're at 605 at the moment. Here comes Cameron Edwards.
Edwards on the wheel coming down that straight.
Is he going to do a right hand down just as he hits the wall? That should get some nice rotation going. Oh, he's picking a different spot. Oh, yeah, he's gone! That's what I wanted to see. I'm giving that a 10. That is sensational. That is a 10 in my book. Oh, loving it. He's still rolling. All right, who we got coming down next? How much time we got left? Oh, we've still got half an hour. Sensational.
Sorry, boys, I'm making my way back. I'm almost there.
Making your way back. So let's see who's up next. Who's coming down the mountain?
I may have had a little spin on the exit of the cutting.
You may have had a little spin.
I can't confirm or deny those facts.
You there, Rob?
Yeah, still here, mate.
Have we lost him? You're still there? Can we have a look at the top of the
here.
mountain? Here he goes. Who's this? That's Cameron Edwards.
No, it's Wayne Edwards.
I do believe
Wayne
this
Edwards.
is an open session, so I do believe we can get absolutely anyone in here.
Anyone can jump in there. If you're watching and you're not a member of SRW, by all means, you can still come and enjoy the session. So don't be shy to come in and see.
At the
Let's
back
see
of
if
the
we can
line
play
here,
one
we
straight
currently have
onto the track.
Dylan Gray and Josh Horton all
Go, Mr. Tyson McAvoy. House of Normal. We had one that landed perfectly, and we gave it a 2 because it was just too clean. I think that was
that was me. That was me.
That was
It
you.
was
Yeah,
the
that was
first
the
jump over, just straight over, straight down. It was all over.
I was too good at my job. What can I say?
Well, Tyson's doing a bit of weaving. Yes, Tyson, we know you're there. Let's go.
We'll say that new SRW livery, that Racecraft Sims livery that you've got on Sinko, is pretty sexy.
It is pretty nice, isn't it? That's our new livery. We've got black versions with Brad's driving there with the grim on the bonnet, same as mine, except Brad's is the Warren Brown. So what we've done is each one of our cars has got a different major sponsor that sponsors our series, and we've done it that way to give them a bit more exposure, especially on TV, on Channel 31, and on here too. So here comes Brad in the Warren and Brown Mustang for Team SRW. Let's see how he goes. He's got a bit of pace going.
So I don't think David Baz is knowing what's going on, because he's just gone straight down the mountain. But I don't know if he's actually going to complete the jump.
So we missed someone that went straight down. David Baz.
Yeah,
No,
it was in a Porsche Cup car, and he just skipped the line and went through.
Okay.
Sure.
And he just
So he
went
must be
around.
going for an expression play session. I'm not sure who David Baz is. He might be someone who's just joined for the event. So good on him. Come out and have a jump. Here we go,
Back in
Mr.
this
Thought.
SR10.
Mr. Thought. This thing's like a plane, isn't it?
It is. It takes off.
This is, if he doesn't put a hand down left or right, this is just going to land straight down again.
Oh,
Yes, it's got a bit of
loosened
expression
the
going.
dirt. Oh no.
I am
Oh,
determined,
so-
boys, to get a sideways jump completed.
If that was VR, his head would still be spinning.
Oh, Dylan Gray, what are you
What? It
doing?
just
What are they
happened.
doing?
I don't
Jetto
know, but they
Murray,
just
you got to
put
get these
someone
boys
that
cleaned
way.
up, mate. You got to get these boys cleaned up, Jetto.
The who was that? Dylan. Well, who did they push out of the way? That wasn't really nice.
That was.
They pushed Jamie out the
Jamie
way, and he's
Christensen,
going to head
yeah.
on down now.
Jamie who?
Jamie
Christensen.
Christensen.
Okay. Oh, tandem. That was nice. That was nice. I love the way that
comes
car
Jamie.
flicked through. Here's Jamie. Oh, he's
Oh,
losing
he's
control.
cleaned up the wall before the
So Jamie is Scott Christian's brother. He races in
Sam.
Team SRW in the 86s tonight. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
86ers will be directly following this stream, correct?
Yeah, 100% directly following the stream. There'll be a slot into mission. I'll get into my racing gear and be going for it and getting out there. So you people that are watching this craziness, come through. Now
Stick around.
Next week, people that are watching tonight, we are going to be doing a burnout competition at Winton Raceway. So get ready for that. That's going to be another expression session, and hopefully it'll be pretty cool to watch. Here we go, Danno, tracking a different line. Oh, he's trying to do a bit of curving there. Oh,
Not going to
I
work.
tried to whip it. I tried to
that was-
rear out,
oh,
and
no.
it was just horrible. I'm sorry, boys.
yeah, that was.
Very boring.
Yeah. That was like I did it.
Oh, that's rough. Danno, you can't do that, mate. You've got to go and put something on.
If the viewers out there know what number car I drive, the first person to put that up on YouTube in the chat, you're going to win some a lolly bag from Sweet Temptations. Guess what number Stephen Sinkovic drives?
Can we give him a hint, Stephen?
Nope. 06, incorrect. Tyson, incorrect.
Oh, come on. Harry
Dodds
Dodds
is a winner.
Dodds has got it.
067. Well done, Mr. Dodds. Mr. Dodds, you
Wayne
will be
Edwards.
getting,
Wayne
you
just
will be
sent
getting
that
a
Ferrari.
bag from Sweet. Is it Temptation? Sorry,
Sweets.
Temptation Sweets.
Tempting Sweets.
Tempting Sweets, Harry. Well, I'm gonna get an address off you later on, and
Great stuff
we're gonna
from
shed a bag out to you.
owner.
Harry,
Dodds.
if you're in the Discord, mate, just hit up either Stephen or one of the other admins, and get your details in there.
Oh, crikey, we've got a lot of cars just coming in now.
Jetto Murray's
There's,
just joined
quite
in
a few
behind
people in
Dylan
the
Gray
stadium,
there too
boys.
now.
I like it. It looks like everyone's rocking up now. So
Cameron
just so
Edwards,
you viewers
let's
know,
have a crack, mate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12
Who's
cars
in the
lining up
Ferrari
there.
who's just gone down
Here
now?
we go. Cameron
Sorry.
Edwards is flying down the hill. I'm not sure
almost-
who that is behind him.
I almost
But-
broke a wrist, boys. No worries. It's all good.
Here we go. What happened? Where are we? Where's the jumper?
Yeah,
There he is, Cameron
don't
Edwards.
panic. Calm down.
No, it's all good, mate.
We
I'm just
got
adding
it.
to the atmosphere.
Got to keep everyone in. Whoa, Cameron, where are you
Oh,
going,
he's
buddy?
taking a
Oh,
big
no,
angle.
no, not there. He
Boys,
just
single
lights
file.
out of the fence.
Cameron, I want
That
you
is
to, Cameron,
beautiful.
don't go. I want you to stay there. Don't escape. Stay there. I want the next car, Tyson. If you can hear me, the target is Cameron's car.
See if we can.
Everyone's
I
getting
did.
extremely impatient.
Yes,
Here
it
he
is
goes.
showing very
Everyone
much.
is
You've got to be
getting extremely
patient, boys.
Come on. If Cameron's still there, this is going to be a spectacle.
I think Cameron's gone to pit.
Ah, bugger. Here we go. Tyson McAvoy. I'm
He's
not
getting
sure who this
absolutely shunted around.
Shibby wants to get out and let loose. Here we
Oh,
go.
Tyson's gone
Tyson's
at
going
it.
for an expression.
Oh, and he's got him. Tyson, if you can hear it, stay there. Stay there if you can hear us, Tyson.
He can hear, but I think he's out of the line. He's not going to get. No one's going to hit him
Can't.
through there. Yeah,
Can't
you can
tell,
go back to the pits, Tyce. You're a bit too far right. Here we go. Looks like these boys are doing a tag team session. So Dylan Gray and who is it behind him? I can't see.
No, that's Joshua Horton in front.
So Daniel Schultz has chucked his SRW car on the right-hand side, so now we have an additional...
Oh! Dylan nailed Tyson flush. Absolutely
Dylan
nailed
Gray.
him.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that
I'm
was
gonna give
great.
you an 8 for that, Dylan, just for nailing Tyson. He hasn't been nailed like that since Saturday night.
So we've got a couple going down the straight, boys. We've got Jamie Christensen, we've got Toddy, and we've got Jetto Murray as well.
But what we'll do is when we've got 10 minutes to go, we'll just
Which
let
is
everyone go foot loose all at the same time, and let's just go crazy. And here we go from Mr. Thornburn. He's just flown that thing like an aeroplane. Who was the guy behind him?
Schultz, if you
No
want
one.
to fix up the car, go for it.
All right, who's up on the mountain, Danno?
It's me.
Oh, you're next, eh?
It is Dylan.
Let's get the car on Mr. Thornburn. On Mr. Here we go, Danno.
Harris.
Oh, so Brad's parked the Toyo Sim car on the other side.
He has
job,
done.
Brad.
It wasn't Brad, it's Daniel Schultz.
Oh, good on you, Danno. Yep, here goes Brad. Danno. Daniel. Harris. Danno.
Steve's getting
Oh,
lost
God.
with all the names.
Yeah, I need some of those tempting sweets. Oh, he's going for expression again.
Oh, he's on the roof. Dano's got the
Better.
bounce. Oh, he's over there. He's over the
Better.
tyres.
See? That's better. I'm going to give
Oh.
that a 7. I'm going to give that a 7. Yeah, wasn't high enough.
Wasn't
He's
high
a
enough,
hard man
mate.
to-
I flicked that
Hard
left
man
and I
to
flicked that
please
right.
there. hard man, so please.
Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Oh, I want to see that lolly truck go as well. That's going to be cool. All right, let's go. Next one down the mountain. Who we got there? That's
It's
Mr.
Wayne
Horton,
Edwards.
I think.
No, it's
Wayne Edwards. All right, go
in the
Wayne.
Ferrari.
Yep.
Go,
Go, Wayne.
release
Go,
him.
go. Go, Wayne. Go, Wayne.
Wayne, you are cleared for jump.
Danno left the wrong. There we go. Here we go.
Apologies, please. I was not on the live
You
feed.
bounced,
It's my fault.
Hey, you're good.
That's why I jumped down to the room. Here we go. He's going, and he is.
He's kept it very, very straight, and
He's got a good.
over he goes. Very
good little
clean.
hop. Oh, that's a clean
Oh,
one.
very
Hold it.
clean.
Oh.
He almost
didn't
had
hold
it.
it.
Almost controlled it.
It's almost.
Someone
that's-
tell him that we want carnage. We want carnage. Who's
We
this?
got the power of
coming up?
Vegemite.
Oh,
This
Rob
is
Weiser.
Rob Weiser.
Yeah,
the power of
this is
Vegemite.
Rob Weiser.
In the
Rosy
pepper-
cheeks.
Oh, look
No,
at him
sorry,
lining
nope.
up there,
It is
mate.
a
That's
Vegemite
sensational.
V8
Rob Weiser
supercar.
coming down. He is in the V8
And
supercar. He
Rob.
drives in the amateur series on a Tuesday night, and
Sure
I have
does.
the pleasure of racing him.
He's got some speed.
A beautiful livery as
Oh, he
well.
does.
Nice chrome
There he
red.
goes.
He's taken it
He's
very
through it.
far
He's
to the
in.
left.
He's in.
Drifts a bit right. He's up.
Oh, oh, that's a happy little
Oh,
Vegemite
and the
right
engine's
there.
A
on.
little bit.
Here's
Good,
this
good
truck.
effort. Good effort, mate. Oh, here we go. Not
What
enough
is the
carnage,
number
man.
of this truck?
In the Peppa Pig truck.
Is that Kevin Wakefield? Is it?
It is.
So Kevin is a family friend.
There he is.
Brother-in-law. Here we go, Kev. I think it's
Alright.
cheating taking this, Kev. But we'll give you the benefit of doubt. You need to do a hard right hand down as you hit the
We want to
hit the
see
jump,
some
hit the
big
rotation.
flare here.
Oh, there's
here we
not a lot of
go.
speed.
He's
It's-
going.
He's going to struggle. Come on, Kevin.
He's going to get there and
Wind it
bog
up,
down.
buddy.
This might take us a while.
Wind
Stay
it up.
tuned after the commercial
Finally
break.
on the grass, on the gravel.
next week's
Here he
episode.
goes. Is he going to make it is my question. Not at all.
Oh, he didn't even get across. Good one,
Didn't
Kevin.
even get over. He's trying again. He's trying to get over.
Oh,
he can't
no.
do it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That was
Cameron
funny.
Edwards next to the line up on the front here.
That was funny. I'm going to give you heaps of shit about that one. Oh, what are we doing? Doubles here. Come on, who's next? Let's go. Who's?
Oh, Tony's
Man,
gonna
oh
send
my
it
god, everyone's going.
Yeah. Everyone's going.
Everyone is sending it down the mountain. We've got the 171 car in front of Toddy, and then behind him,
flick to a
Kieran
different
Shaw,
angle.
Daniel Fritz, Bradley Wall, Dylan Gray, Josh Horton, and absolutely everyone
Here
in the
they all
field is
come.
going to go take this jump.
Here they come.
you're
Look
gonna
at
be-
They're
this.
side by
Angle
side,
as well.
big contact.
Oh,
Supercar behind. We've got a flipped GT3 supercar into the wall. And, oh my word, absolute carnage.
I think we're at the wrong position there, Rob. That was sensational, but I think
Have a
we're
look at
about
Tyson
100%.
McAvoy's car, boys. It was stuck.
Alright.
Top of
Can
the
I get
tyres
the boys?
upright.
He's
I want
still
the boys to
stuck
go
there.
up there and do that again, so
There's
we get it from a
another
different
one.
angle. Yeah,
Boys,
get
we're
it from
gonna
down lower there. Yeah, oh, not from there, from up in the middle of the track maybe.
Oh, I'd have to move cameras, man. I can't do that now live, can we?
Yeah, you can do it. Go for it. We can do anything. Bit more. Get closer. That's it. We're adjusting our cameras, viewers, so we can get some crazy angles. So they're sort of hitting where the fence is. If you get line of that tyre wall, a bit closer and up.
So what
That's
we're
it.
going to do now is a bit of a duel. Is I
Someone's
suppose
hitting
what-
my car at the top of the mountain. That's a good spot right there. So if you go to the top of the mountain right now, someone is pushing my car around. They're taking advantage of me being out of the car because I can see the steering wheel going left and right. That's it. Perfect right there, man. We can get all the boys to do one big jump. That'd be crazy.
So this is going to be
It's auto zooming in.
jump duel, boys. So
Tell the boys in the room to all go down just like they did there. Maybe we can watch them from the top and then switch to this camera.
we're going to be going
I
2
can't
and
switch
2.
this camera, so I don't have
it'll
it
be
saved,
2
so-
people go, then 2 people go. Steve.
Yeah, it looks like they're all... Yeah, that's good. Right there. That's good.
Yeah, it's on saved. I'm manually controlling that, so
Cool.
we can see that on the stream. We'll try and capture that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you two, head on down. We've got Rob Visser and Dylan Gray that are at the DRS line.
Just a little bit higher up, mate.
Just hold off, boys. We're setting some cameras.
No, let them go, mate. Let them go.
Oh, go on, boys. Go, go, go,
Let them
go.
go. Let them go. Let them go. That's all right. We're just
360
in
and number
carnage.
6 car, go. Rob and
That's
Dylan,
it.
go. Both of you together.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, Tyson's telling them to stop.
No,
Tell them to go. Go, go, go.
Tyson, I'm being told to tell them to go.
Go, go, go. We've got...
Tyson, what are we waiting for, mate? We're going to do 2 and 2.
We've got 12, 13 minutes left of this, peoples. Okay, so we've had one prize. Let's see, what's another prize?
Oh, we're all going. We're all going again.
Oh, here we go. We're all going again. So this is going to be crazy. Yep,
The
that's what
boys
you
up the
want.
top of the mountain haven't gone. Not too sure what's going on there. There's 4 of
Right,
us
there's
going
about-
down the mountain.
there's
There's bunch of supercars in front of me.
Yep, here they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Whoa!
Oh, I hit the wall really hard.
I reckon the standard cameras are working better, Rob, because it's taking it out of focus as they're coming through.
I'm going to sit at the
Excuse
bottom
me.
of the hill,
Excuse me, people.
and I'm going to watch them come over the jump.
Yeah. The
oh,
20
look at the
people
mess
watching.
up the top of the track.
Yeah, look what they've done to my car. They've moved it. Bloody larrikins. Alright, that's it. You can hit the space bar now, Rob.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm starting to choke on here. I need another drink. But viewers, ask away if you want to see anyone in particular, or if you want to see something a bit different, let us know. The guys up there, it looks like they're all itching to go for it. I'm happy to release the beasts as
that's
they.
Fritzy
are
right
up
there in the BMW up there as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Toddy just
Yeah,
came
we've
right
got
here.
86 racing, Jason. We got half an hour before that starts, mate. Plenty of time. Don't panic.
I have an
Yeah, yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I am going to place my car in a position for somebody to land on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay, go.
yeah,
Just leave it on the dirt because you got to do a pussy jump anyway. Did I say that? Here we go. Oh, we've got a few cars going.
Oh,
Oh, they've taken each other out.
They're getting pushed around there.
Alrighty,
Was that
Daniel
Daniel
Fritz
Fritz?
is on his way down, and I can see that BMW storming in.
I think Christian's just trying to go down in reverse.
Oh god, there's so many cars coming. Oh, he got stuck in the wall.
Oh,
and he
he's
went
tapped
over,
it.
and
He went
oh,
over.
the Ferrari hit me.
Nice,
There's
nice.
still
Oh,
more.
Lord, I just saw somebody ramp off another car.
Yeah, that was off Dylan Gray. Or
Whose
Jono
car was
Murray.
that in the air? Was that Dylan Gray, was it?
That was it.
Everyone's getting stuck in the wall, it looks like.
Dylan
That
Gray or
was
Jono
crazy.
Murray, I think.
That
Not
was
sure. As it
sensational.
comes a truck.
That might
Yes. Oh, 2 trucks did not make it over. They went to space.
I'm not sure which one that was. That was
was
Jono just
crazy.
there. That was Jono
That was
Murray
his
right
leap.
there, I think.
Is that Jet Murray just there, is it? That was
I think
that
it
was a
is.
good backflip towards the back.
Oh, stay there. Stay there, Dan.
Stay there, Dan, stay there.
One of the
Stay
boys
there.
is rolling in.
Here it goes. They're aiming for us.
Oh, that was perfect.
He nailed it.
Absolutely nailed it. That man deserves a bag of lollies.
That does deserve a bag of lollies. He mounted you like a sheep.
Terrible pun. Terrible pun. Oh, what is
that would be
Toddy
nice,
doing to
mate.
Brad? What Toddy, what are you doing?
I want to know who that was. Hang on, let me find out who that was.
That was
Toddy.
Toddy Thorburn with
They're all focused back on Danno's car because they're all going to go jumping over the top of him again. If Danno's still there, your car's still there, Danno?
Oh no, it's not. I'll have to go back around.
Here we go.
Nice
Double
move,
SR, that's a double SRW jump here. This is like synchronised diving. Oh,
Schultzy didn't get over.
Yolty got hung on that.
Oh, Dylan Gray just got through. Look. Oh, Dylan Gray's going to take Brad Moore out right at the end.
Oh my
hectic.
goodness.
It
Oh
was
my goodness.
Nathan Grover who hit my car.
Okay. Nathan, who was it? Nathan
Grover.
Nathan Grover. I don't know Nathan Grover. So Nathan Grover, you need to contact admin at simracingworld.com.au because you're going to win yourself an Ollie prize, mate.
We saw
Nathan,
Toddy
if
there.
you can get in contact with Tyson, you have won a lolly bag. And I that sounds like a joke, but I'm being dead serious, mate. I don't know if some people know what we're doing, so I'm sure some people think we might be joking.
People that are out there, we're having an
Rest of the
expression session. Here we go. Who's this? Is that? Who's
That's
that?
the 12 of Joshua Horton.
I think you
And-
boys got to watch the race back up the mountain is the real one because it gets very tight up here. And there's a pro truck trying to get round, getting in the way of everyone. Oh, boys!
They're doing burnouts and all sorts of stuff up there.
Chaos! I'm going to go
Here
up
we
the
go.
inside of Tyson into Skyline.
Oh, loving it, loving it. So this is what it's about, guys, at SRW. Every now and again, we're going to do something crazy and fun. And next Thursday night, we'll be doing a burnout competition at Winton. We will have to be a little bit more coordinated with an RC, I think, just to have one at a time so we know who's out there.
Oh,
But,
God, boys, what have you done?
The burnout competition isn't tonight. It's next Thursday night, same time. Look out for it. Someone's mounting my car again.
Snacks on number 67, I believe, boys.
Where is everyone? Where's everyone gone? Show me. All right. We've got tell Spinovich who needs my info to PM me in Discord. No sweat. How about Harry? You PM me in Discord and send me your details, mate, because I'll forget. They're bashing my car at the top of the mountain right now. I'm not sure who is hitting it, but let's have a look at it if we can. Robbo, can you
there's
pop up
me
to
in
the top?
here, there's a couple of others. I'm
like
not
everyone's-
actually too sure. There's a lot of people. There is a supercar to my
Oh,
left.
look what they're doing to
Rear
my
has
car.
finally been raised. I
Total
believe there is-
disrespect. Total dis. I think they're trying to.
Here
Here
come
we
the-
go.
here come the
Doubles
Omar
coming
boys.
through. Here we go.
Where'd they go?
And
LMR, you might be good and fast on the
LMR,
track, but the jumping is not a
LMR didn't
forte.
even make it.
Oh,
Tyson has cleaned them both up.
oh, that's a good jump as well. Here comes the truck.
Who
The
was
truck
that?
needs one of these cars to launch.
Who's that green car?
That BMW, Daniel Fritz.
Daniel Fritz. I love that one. That's a good one, mate. I'm
the
giving that
truck
an 8.
backflipped. Oh no.
There's not much of that car left. Looks like there's a chassis coming out.
Oh,
Are there any pro trucks up at the top of the mountain?
Looks like they're all. Yeah, there's someone lining up at the top there. Looks like there's 3 cars there.
Well, I'm going to give a bump draft to that.
All right, pro truck. Dump draft to the pro truck.
push
I want
push
a
the
pro
truck
track to
down.
come up to the top. I'm going to give you a bump draft.
People that are viewing, like and subscribe.
5
There
minutes
is
to go,
an
boys. 5
$1,800
minutes to go.
racecraft rig to win from when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We are 60% there. Another 40% to go. And also, let's think of a question that someone can answer to win a lolly bag. Who is it? What can we ask? We ask, okay, what is Jamie Dyke's car number?
See, I don't even know that.
I was going to say, damn, we could have asked who the best race control
you
was
gotta
here
know
at SRW, but oh no, we got to ask a car number.
Yeah.
Gee,
What car
nice.
number is does Jamie Dyke
rough.
drive with?
Oh, here come the SRW boys. Down over the jump.
A lot of boys going down the mountain, boys.
Oh, both clear. Oh, was that?
Did they have
That
contact
Brad
mid-air?
No, that was Schultze.
Yeah, they had contact mid-air there. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. One
There's a
by
Red Bull
another.
car
Someone
in here.
attacking my car again. Oh,
Really
to
great
the
this
left,
time.
too far to the left.
Oh,
look at,
oh.
look at that.
Someone way
Where
over
you
there.
going, Robbo? Where you going?
Look at the car that was flying to the moon. Someone took off up over this way somewhere.
Yeah. When they hit
I think
that
that was
fence, they
Toddy.
disappear.
I think that was Toddy
Yeah.
actually in the SR10.
Possibly. Mr. Dodds, I got your message. Thank you, bro.
So we're doing one final jump. There's 3 minutes to go in the session.
Yep, 3 minutes to go to the expression session. All drivers make it up to the top of the mountain, and we'll release everyone together. How's that sound? We've got a fair few drivers in the session right now. It's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, everyone. If everyone single files, then we have a big bump drive. Everyone goes single file, and we will all bump draft each other.
All right, so we might need a bit of a different angle so we can see them coming down the mountain, Rob.
Oh.
Maybe just
We're
leave it
gonna
at a static
struggle.
cam, the normal cam. Can we? Oh, where's that curb cam? We just want that normal cam. There's my beaten up car. Oh, look what they've done to it. Look at them.
Look, if we look at this angle, you can see the SRW quite nicely.
Oh my goodness! So no one knows what Jamie Dyke's racing number is. There's a bag of
Isn't it number one?
What was
It
that?
is. It
Is it
is.
number one?
No, it's not number one. No,
Not.
no, it's not number one. It was last season. Oh, someone's taking advantage of my car again. At the
Yeah,
top.
that is Mr. Dylan Gray once again. Oh, my engine's blown, I believe.
You might need a
Yeah,
bump
my-
draft then, Dan, to get down there.
My engine's blown. I'm gonna have to come back up the mountain.
All right, how many cars we got lined up there? Looks like we're starting to get a few lined up.
There goes the 28 of
someone's
Bruce Hesford.
message. Yeah. Who's that? Bruce Hesford. He's going. Is he going to go up?
No, he's...
Oh, Bruce, what's going on, mate?
He didn't take the jump.
Nope.
No.
Get him out of here. Get him out.
Bruce, what's going on, mate?
There he goes, just under
Maybe he
the
just
cam
wanted
there.
his 5 minutes of fame. All right, guys, here we go. I think we've got a few more cars coming up the mountain
We do, we've got...
through the curbs that
Schultze.
we'll come and see.
We've
Yeah,
got
these guys are attacking my car again because my wheel is
McAvoy's
going
coming
nuts.
up as well. Visor's coming up.
Yeah.
So we've
I'm
got a few
almost
boys
there.
approaching up. We might try and do, while we're doing this, we might try and get this cam a little lower.
Love you too, Bruce. He was blurting obscenities at us. So
Why? Why was he blurting obscenities at us?
not too sure, to be honest.
Oh, maybe he thought it was a practice session where it was. This is an expression session that we've put on for our drivers. It's not a race session. Maybe he doesn't
Yeah,
realise that.
so we've got Nathan Allen up the front.
They're actually
Okay.
stunning you right around up there, Stephen. We can see you up the top
Oh,
of the
I can
screen
see.
there, and you're
My
facing
steering wheel's
backwards
going
down
crazy
the
over here.
hill.
I have to turn my wheel off.
Well, we better make
Let's
it
go,
quick
let's
because
go.
we're in 50 seconds
We're
to
on
go,
our last
boys.
minute.
So we got to go.
30 seconds, boys. Let's now or never. The truck has been released.
Nice. Here
Oh,
we
no,
go.
there goes the
Away.
Ferrari.
Oh.
They've already spearing down the straight.
I can see them all coming. This will be probably our last
Oh,
set
there's
of jumps.
chaos. Oh, the truck's been flipped.
There's going to be...
Oh,
Oh,
God,
there's-
everyone's everywhere. Oh, I've been hit.
Oh, there's radicals. There's cars
It's
going
not
all
possible.
over the
Here we
show.
go.
It's a big,
Here we
big,
go.
big wreck.
Here we go.
Hang on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here we go. 1,
I'm going to get down there.
The two SRW
4,
boys, there's Tyson. Oh,
6.
Oh, who was that on the left?
That camera's still, man.
Look at Dan. Look at his car. He's coming down there. There's the
Here we
SRW boys.
go.
Who's that
is-
there?
oh,
Number 12.
There's last three jumping. Where'd they go? Here we go. One, two.
I made it.
He got
Just
over.
made
He
it.
got over.
Just made it. Well, people, that was that session will end now. Thanks to the drivers for coming out. Thanks for the viewers for coming out. We had over 20 people watching that tonight. We'll post our top 10 during the course of tomorrow, and we'll organise presents for everyone. Thanks to Tempting Sweets for backing us for a crazy night of jumps. Don't disappear. We'll change the sessions over. We'll go to a brief intermission while the guys change it to the GR86 session, where you'll watch a heap of guys that were on here as well, racing and having a bit of fun. Guys, Rob, thanks for putting all the work in behind the scenes. Danno, good to have you back on comms. I'll run through our sponsors just one more time, just to thank everyone and make sure we're sharing all our love. So thank you to Warren and Brown Tools for tonight. They're going to be our round sponsor for the 86s. Racecraft Simulations, who are our subscriber sponsor. Get on there, like and subscribe, so you can win an $1,800 rig and seat combination from Racecraft. Grim Industries, the best V8 table you'll ever see. Fantastic and creative, and they do a lot of other awesome things. Get on their website and check them out. They're one of our stream sponsors as well. Toyo Sim, who have been with us for a long time now. Thank you, Michael, for being on board and joining us. He is our round sponsor, and he is also tonight's qualifying sponsor and fastest lap sponsor. And our Melville Equipment, they sponsor our stream for the V8s and for other streams, so thank you for being on board. And Dragon RC, who's our V8 round sponsor. I hope I haven't left anybody out. I have. Sim Rigs, who's our new V8 sponsor for Tidal. So we are now racing on Sundays, is our Sim Rigs V8 Supercar Pro-Am series. So get on board and watch all that. There's a lot of viewing to come through this week. Tonight at 9:30 is actually Channel 31. Come and see that. And after this is the 86s. Tomorrow night is the GT3s, and then Sunday night the V8 Sim Rigs V8 Pro-Am series. I did not breathe then. Guys, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was good. We can definitely work with that and make the next one even better. So we'll definitely
We
go away
definitely
with this
will.
one and learn from here. And for sure, we'll definitely make this the next one better. It's been a pleasure.
Don't forget, next Thursday night we'll be doing a burnout competition at Winton Raceway. Viewers can win prizes as well as the participants. So come on board and check it out. Thanks to you, Danno, for coming on board again and coming out of the attic where we had locked you away. And Rob, thanks again. Catch you all later on at the. I'll be the guy spinning at the back of the GR86s.
I'll be sure to catch that. All right, guys. Stay
Thanks,
tuned. And we'll
guys.
see you after the break.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SRW TV for the Sim Racing World Toyota 86 Series. This is round 6, brought to you by Warren and Brown Tools. I am Danno, I am back. Those of you who know me know my energy. This is it. Welcome to it. And with me tonight on comms is Rob, who is also doubling down as our producer this evening, bringing us the lovely camera angles you see on your screens. Tonight, we are at Donington Park, the national variation, which includes the chicane to the right at the end of the back straight, as opposed to the chicane on the left. Shortens the track a little bit, adds that chicane into the mix. I do believe it's a single file chicane, but if you have the big cojones, you can send it into that chicane. How's it going, Rob?
Yeah, it's going well, mate. Just trying to get SDK to play the game with me at the moment, but it's not wanting to work. Good old SDK.
Good old SDK. We've got these lovely Toyota 86 cars now. These cars, I drove them a little bit at Magny Core as I got my direct drive wheel. And the racing in these cars is so much fun as Kevin Wakefield, ooh, big hit, tried saving it, exiting the corner. Gotta get these corner names up. Oh, one thing I forgot about.
Well, the good thing about this, Danno, is we don't have the Melbourne hairpin, so that's going to change the way the guys end the lap, as you said, with that chicane to the right and then left onto the pit straight area. So we were out here last night. We took the F3s around here last night at the full circuit, which was a lot of fun. But as you were saying, driving these 86s, these really remind me, and I've said this before in the broadcast, these really remind me of how the Mazda used to feel. Kind of loose, and just you can actually throw the car around and have a little bit of reward there.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. These cars, because they are a bit slower, they produce a lot closer racing, especially when you have the draft. You see it in the F4s, you see it in the Skip Barber series. When you have a slower car, you produce better racing. It's just how it goes, and it's really, really good to see. There's only so much you can do to the car to make it quicker, and then it just comes down to driver. And driver skill is kind of what separates the good from the bad in these ones. There's Steven Sinkovic on your screen, Dean Sinkovic as well, the Sinko brothers, of course, getting involved.
Is that Sinko or Spino?
Bit of both, usually. And I've got the corner names up, so we go through turn 1, which is Redgate. Coming down the Craner curves is the nice right and left. So fun to take. It's such a fun section of corners. Coming into, they call it the old hairpin. It's a right-hander, but I'm not too sure the history of why it's called the old hairpin. But there you go, through Starkey's Bridge, which is the uphill double left. So we see Josh Hooton going through, I've already forgotten, the Craner curves. It takes me a while,
Mate, you've been away for a while, you're back in the hot seat, so it's going to take you a while to get into it, but mate, you're in for a treat with these cars tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. And I'm sure a lot of those drivers, at least myself, would be thanking the league sorters that they haven't done the layout with the Melbourne hairpin, because that thing absolutely sucks, as Greg Johnston in the Red Energy Racing car spinning on the exit of Coppice.
Coppice, yeah, exactly right.
Down Starkey straight.
That chicane, yeah, look at this chicane as we ride on the nose cone here.
It's a very, very long chicane, and yeah, it's you really just have to straight line it through there. If you go side by side, you're going to lose way too much time, or somebody's going to get spun. It's as simple as that. There is no other way to say it, really. As we see the number 80 car of Matthew Boylett, LMR Esports, already coming out on track. As behind. Do you know what that last chicane? I was just looking at it then, and I was just thinking, I've seen it before. And I'm pretty sure we've all seen it before. Circuit Gillies Villeneuve, near the Wall of Champions. It's very similar in profiling and texture, the way that corner's set up. It is a little bit. I think here the curbs are actually a little bit harsher, but also because it's a lot wider of a corner than Gilles Villeneuve. So when you're coming into the corner, there's a lot more space, and it's actually a longer corner in between the chicane. When you're at Gilles Villeneuve at Montreal, you have to straight line it and instantly you're turning left. Whereas for this one, you have a little bit more time to play with the steering. You can sort of throw it around a little bit, and there's a little bit more room for mistake. Obviously, the Wall of Champions is called the Wall of Champions because everyone seems to bin it there. But here, it's just down to who can send it through with the most confidence and get it down right. As we see Matthew Boylett coming through, you can see him sending it quite a lot. You see those sausage curves, those red sausage curves, they can come into play. They can really unsettle the car, and they can cause a lot of strife for those drivers.
Yeah, for sure, Danno. And look, you see, we were just riding on board there with Matty Boylett, and you just saw that that last chicane. There's a bit of room there, but you know, when you race pace and these guys are door to door, nose to tail, it's not going to be hard to make a big error there and wipe out 3 or 4 cars, is it?
No, it's actually going to be very easy to do, because all it takes is one person to say, right, I'm sending it, and all of a sudden, if the person on the left hasn't seen it, as the AVR car goes around in turn 1.
Look out for Venturi there, Brian Green.
Yeah, it's a very interesting corner, turn 1. It's got a very strange sort of off-track limit. You can take it with a lot more speed than you think, but when I say that, you also can't take it with as much speed as you think, because it sharpens up quite quickly. It's a very interesting corner, very hard to get right consistently, but overall Donington is a very good track. There's a lot of undulation, a lot of up, down, left, rights, and you know, this chicane, this is my preferred layout at least. I find this one a lot more fun. You send it through the chicane, come across the line. Matthew Boylett sets a, what time was that one? A 1:17.362.
Jamie Christensen fired 1:17.52 right on the tail of it. So those boys out there again. We normally see Jet Murray up there as well, so we'll have to keep our eyes on Jet and see what he's up to. He hasn't come out of the pit lane just yet, so we'll have to see what's going on there. But we see a lot of green boxes. Dean Sinkovic is on a bit of a fly here as well, coming through that last chicane and getting a nice run, but got a couple of the yellow boys right behind him.
You can see just how much quicker the cars behind. Jason Douglas, I believe, and Dylan Gray behind. Those guys working together, getting the draft off Sinkovic as he pulls over to say, nope, not happening. Not happening, thank you very much. But those boys will go again. They're trying to work as a team, get the draft. I'm not too sure it's too important around here. It can sort of unsettle the car. I was driving the what was it driving? I think it was the LMP2 around Road America. The dirty air around in those cars is so hard to maintain. You can really screw. I did actually screw up a couple of times in the corners because I didn't expect the dirty air to be so powerful. As Matthew Boylett goes even faster, putting down a 17.0, and Jamie Christensen also doing a 17.0. There's 400 separating the two of them.
Joshua Horton's on a flyer here too. What can he produce? He could challenge the top.
I reckon he will. It's a 16.17.
Oh, he's not quite.
What is it? It's a 17.7. So
17.6.
I think he's he's made a bit of a mistake there in that final sector, as a lot of traffic down Starkey Straight. Big send through there. That's how you want to be taking it, with a lot of speed. You need the exit momentum, otherwise it's just not going to work for you. As Sinkovic does a 1:20 lap time, as no one currently improving.
Stevens on a bit
It's good when you have a short layout like this. Ooh, a little bit too much curb there, Steven.
No. Oh man, that was a cracking corner though. He really threw it in there deep, didn't he? Matty Boylett's still on green sectors.
A little bit too much. And if Boylett's on a green lap, which he is, can he do?
Doesn't
he screwed up the final sector. See that because the way that chicane works, the final sector is from the exit of that corner. So you're going uphill to the right hander of McLean's you're going into Coppice, which is the uphill right hander down Starkey Straight. If you don't get that right and you don't have enough speed, you're going to lose a lot of time down the straight, and that is going to be what is the problem for a lot of these people getting those lap times down, is getting that exit speed right.
Yeah, here comes Dean on 2 green. What can he do? So he can bring himself up the order. He's looking pretty quick there. 17, 18. He's going to drop that one. Jason Douglas.
Yeah, you can see a lot of red. I'm calling it red. There's a lot of red sectors towards the end of their lap times. I know that technically it's orange, but I'm calling it red for my peace of mind. Wade Reynolds improves, does a 17.9. So I wonder, is Matthew Boylett or Jamie Christensen, are they going to break that 17 mark? Are we going to see a 16? I think we will, as they're going out for a couple of laps. And we're still waiting for a couple of boys to come out the pits, aren't we?
Yeah, Jetto's out now from Jetto Murray. Really fast. He's taken the 86 from last year. He's translated it to the virtual world and has been very quick in this series. So I have to see what Jetto can do.
So he raced in the IRL 86s, did he?
Yeah, I believe so. Or it's in the XLs. I think he might be doing XL, sorry. Him and Matty Boylett do XL racing. I think it was Sam Christensen.
What is XL racing, if you want to broaden my mind?
The XLs.
As Henry Fenson has done a 16.968. So there we go. The current provisional pole from the number 10 car. Matthew Boylett is in the pits at the moment. He's going to have to go out again. Jetto Murray has done a 17.3. So they are going to have to do a little bit more, those teammates, to get out there. And already Matthew Boylett on pit exit, as you can see there on the standings. He is not wanting to hang about. There's around 7 minutes to go in this session. And yeah, they're not going to want to mess about here. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Don't know they're going to want to get out there. And, you know, the LMR Esports boys, they're going to definitely want to have a return fire at Henry Fenson with that lap time, because that is a fast lap time. There's not much in it though. I mean, 0.08. We're talking hundreds again. We've been talking hundreds all week this week at SRW TV. It's been insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to. I know in the F1 esports, it comes down to thousands. And I know even in real life, it usually comes down to hundreds. I know in my, I do a little IRL karting league. It usually comes down to a couple of hundreds between who's on the podium and, or not on the podium, but who's on pole and who's down in third. And Jet Murray goes even faster. He does a 17.2 at a purple final sector. He did improve a little bit. Doesn't improve his position though.
That's right. Yeah, he's still back there in P4. So it's an interesting top 4 right now, because Jamie Christensen there on screen. P3 just mixing it up against the LMR Esports boys of Matty Boylett and Jet Murray. Dylan Gray sitting back there in P6 as well. You see him on camera just pulling up there.
Matty Boylett comes across the line. I believe that was his outlap. So if we want to jump on board with him, we might get a very, very quick lap with Matty Boylett as he comes through Redgate.
Have a look. I love this camera angle. It shows you the wheel work and what he's doing. So this will really give us an insight as to what sort of grip he's got.
Gear. Sorry.
No, you're all right, mate.
Continue.
Just see where he goes here. We'll see what the inputs are like. He's got a big slide or lots of understeer. He looks really sharp through there.
He looks very dialed in, and you want to be careful on that left kink that he's just done. If you take a little bit too much curve there, you're going to actually get an off track, and not only just an off track, you'll get a slowdown as well. That compromises your run all the way up the hill here, and coming into Coppice, this is the corner I'm talking about. You need to get it absolutely right. You have to send the car through there, and you can see he holds a nice tight line through there, and just absolutely sends it now. 4th gear up to 5th gear. These cars do have 6. I don't know if they're going to need it as he goes up to 5th. He's not going to need it. Braking at that second board. Absolutely sends it through the chicane. I reckon you could probably hold a little bit more speed there, it looks like, I think. But who knows? I'm just a commentator. And he was red all sector. Only managed a 17.4. So unable to improve on that one.
Yeah, no, definitely didn't improve there. But you see there'll be a little break in the window, but we always see the 2nd and 3rd laps always seem to turn these cars on. So I don't know what it is. Don't know whether it takes the extra lap for the tyres to get up, or what it is, but we'll definitely see Matty Boyle drop a lap here. I think he'll definitely go on with this one. But Jet Murray, he's got a green and an orange, but I don't know. He was quick. He had the best in the last sector when he did his hot lap. So we'll see what happens here. He can finish this off and try and just tweak that lap time just a little bit. Kevin Wakefield's on a cracker too.
And he has done a
17.3.
17.3, all right. And, you know, it comes up as orange, but, you know, it could be just that sector is... Oh, Boylett's on a purple here.
He's on purple.
It could be that
He's...
sector is just that, you know, 0.01. And it could be that much in terms of how much they are off on that sector. Oh, he pulls into the pits!
He bailed on that lap. Matty Boyle.
Interesting. He must have had a very bad first sector for that to happen. That's a very interesting reason to pull into the pits. I'm not too sure why he has done that. Maybe he didn't know he was purple. Who knows? As Dylan Gray sets a new lap time, but not good enough to improve. About a second off his previous one. Absolutely sending it through the 27 of Josh Horton. These are a very fun car to drive. Not so much when you're hot lapping, but they're very fun to race.
Jamie Christensen with a purple sector 1. He's fastest of everybody through sector 1. So Jamie's not throwing... He's slow in sector 2, so let's see what he can do here. Got to finish it.
Jet Murray came across the line, did a 17.2 again. He can't seem to improve as Jamie Christensen does green in the final sector. What can he do? He goes pole with a 9.08. It's literally 600ths exactly separating P1 and P2. That could be provisional pole. Henry Fenson is out. He's in the pits, actually. He's not out on track yet, is he?
No, he's pit laned it, mate. And I think with 2 minutes to go, I don't think he's going to get the lap in. So that might be it. Jamie Christensen, take a bow. That is a stellar lap.
We've got a couple of people still out there.
Josh
Somebody could surprise us. I don't think they will, but they can. It's always possible.
Ryan Green, definitely a bit of an underdog here. I think if he gets the lap stitched together, he could definitely challenge that top 3 or 4. We'll see if he can finish this lap off and get a good run into the next lap. Because we're seeing a lot of orange in the first sector, Danno, but that really comes back to how they start or how they finish the previous lap, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So that chicane, the momentum you bring through it is really, really important because it can ruin your next lap, it can ruin your current lap, and in a race, in a race situation, it can lose you 1, even 2 positions because people behind you could have just that extra little bit of speed through it. So it is very, very important to get that part right.
Look who's on track.
We have Henry Fenson on track. He's on an out lap. I'm not too sure if he's going to get around in time. He's got 50 seconds to get across that line.
Let's jump on board and have a watch, shall we? I reckon he might just cut
across. I reckon he'll get across as he comes through Coppers down the back straight.
Let's see if he can get through the chicane
and set up a really good lap. 30 seconds from here. I think he's going to get across the line. But he's got to nail the chicane here to get the best possible exit. Takes a lot of curve.
Get it, son.
That's a lot of curve. I don't know if that's going to do him any good or bad as he goes for his final lap. He's made it across the line with 15 seconds to spare. Coming through Red Gate in turn 1. Braking halfway through the pit exit line. Oh, a little bit of oversteer that he's had to account for. Is that going to possibly ruin his lap? Matthew Boylett was out on track as well, trying to get that pole position. And that's it.
That's it.
That is done. I would have thought that they would have let them finish the lap, as sometimes we can do that in the iRacing, but they have not. So Jamie Christensen, take a bow. Absolutely stonking lap, a 1:16.908, and Henry Fenson doing a 1:16.968, or was it a 6.9? According to our timings, it's a 6.7, but we know it was a 6.8. Matthew Boylett's 2/10 behind. Jet Murray 3/10 behind, and I'll let you take the rest of the grid.
Yeah, so we got Wade Reynolds there in P5 alongside Dylan Gray. In P6, Joshua Horton in P7, Ryan Green beside him in P8, Jason Douglas in P9, Brad Mays back there in P10, and we're starting to go back outside the 10 with Dean Sinkovic in 11, Greggy Leak in P12, Brendan Soper in P13, Kevin Wakefield in the Castrol car is P14, Wayne Shepherd P15, Wayne Edwards in P16, Stephen Sinkovic in P17, and it looks like we have Greg Johnston in what will be 18th, and Toddy Thorburn hasn't actually come in, I don't believe, so Toddy would be rounding out the back row there with Cullen Hodgkinson, so we'll have to see what's gone on there. If Toddy is in the chat, we'd love to hear what's gone on, but yeah, mate, that's it. The race is about to get going.
Beautiful. So here we go. We have Henry Fenson starting in second. And we've got two people who I was not expecting from what you told me to be on the front row. I was fully expecting Matthew Boyle and Jet Murray to be on the front row, given that of their real life experience. But here we go for this race.
Yeah, 100%. Like they've been running really well. So yeah, a bit interesting. But lights coming on now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we're green. Standing start, and who gets the better jump? It looks like the front runners have got a very good start. Somebody at the back has not gotten a good start at all. It looks like Henry's trying to get around the outside. Can he do it? No, but up the inside goes. That's Matty Boylett sending it up the inside, and out in front is.
He's going to go 2.
He's going to get pipped by Matty Boylett. What a start from third all the way up into first.
100%. That was a great start, but unfortunately, the two front boys have just lost out on that. Oh, there goes Jet Murray right around the.
Interesting there. It looked like Henry Fenson had a little issue there. He's dropped down to P5 after starting on 6. Jamie Christensen has held position up at the front row, at least, in terms of holding position. He's right on the bumper of Matty Boylett, and Jet Murray is right behind him as well. You can see he takes a lot more exit. Yeah, maybe a little bit of grass there. You don't want to take too much. It can just throw the car around as Jamie Christensen hounds for Matthew Boylett, and not close enough to send it. He's just going to have to stay with him.
Matty Boylett's gone.
Mistake from Matty Boylett. He's in the wall. Can he keep it on track? He can do it. He's kept it out of the wall, but that's going to big time affect him. Jet Murray, Josh Horton, are they going to have a move on him on the inside? No, they managed to fend off Josh Horton. Jet Murray does for his teammate, and Henry Fenson is right up the back of these guys. It's going to be a battle for first all the way down to P5.
Look at this battle pack here. Danno, 2, 4, 6 cars all involved in here. And that's one of the Spinovich. That's actually Stephen involved in this little pack here. So
yeah, he's up the back there. You can see the red and white car at the back of that pack, and he is getting well involved in that. As Bradley Mays and Wayne Edwards are at the front of this pack. They're almost 3 abreast.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's commitment.
Apologies. It's Dean Sinkovic up the front and Stephen Sinkovic at the back. So Dean Sinkovic is leading this group.
Sorry,
and we've got Wayne Edwards and Bradley Mays behind him. And yeah, it's just the 86ers. They are absolutely so much fun to race. They're so close, and they're not too difficult to drive as well. They're difficult to get the pace out of. So that's the real defining factor, as I said before. What separates the good from the great is that pure talent.
Bradley Mays here looking real racy on the back of Dean, but I mean, look at this battle pack, man. This is what it's all about, isn't it? His boys just mixing it up and digging in. As we
looks like there was a little mistake, and if any one of them makes a mistake, then all of them are going to go through as somebody comes out of the pit exit. I think that was Toddy. He's already a lap down. Unfortunately, I believe he missed the start.
Oh no.
And there's
Not
a
Toddy.
nice little pack in front as well. Matty Boyler and Jamie Christensen are going to be battling this whole race. And the more they battle, then the more Jet Murray is going to be able to catch up. Or is he? Look at this battle here. There's 5 cars involved here. And up the inside goes Henry Fenson on Joshua Horton. Can he get the move done? No, you want to be on the outside for that corner. You can keep more momentum. Henry Fenson unable to get it done. And he's under fire now from Ryan Green and Dylan Gray as Henry Fenson goes round.
Not there, Henry. Unlucky.
Very unlucky.
What a battle pack, though.
I think he was just pushing a little bit too hard and just lost the rear of the car as Dylan Gray gets a very good exit there. And that's Ryan Green in front of him. Is he going to be able to send it into turn 1? He's got a little bit more speed. You can see he's gaining. Is he going to send it up the inside? He has a look. Brakes a bit later. He's up the inside. Can he make it stick? Little bit of contact between the two of them.
Oh.
Wow.
Take a breath, Danno. Take a breath. This has been an exciting first start to the race.
Oh. Should have done some voice and breath exercises before this, as Dylan Gray has a lot of speed on the exit there. He's now going to be right behind Josh Horton as Jamie Christensen has been overtaken by Matty Boyler. This is going to be a very close fight up the front between these two.
Yeah, for sure,
Jet
Danno.
Murray is...
I was going to say,
Jet
Jenno's just
pulled a bit of a
broken
gap.
away. Yeah, he's just starting to peel away from that little battle pack. So he's trying to get on the back of Jamie Christensen here with Matty Boyler. So
Josh Horton has been overtaken by Ryan and Dylan in a set of 2 corners, and they are fighting like crazy up the back there, side by side. One of them's going to have to back out going into this chicane, otherwise it's going to end in tears. Who is going to be the one to back out? They are side by side. Very late braking by Josh Horton, and he's made it work perfectly. Absolutely perfect braking there from Josh Horton.
That brings
That is
Wade
some
Reynolds
beautiful,
in.
beautiful racing.
That brings Wade Reynolds into this as well now, so that's probably what they didn't want right now, is more pressure. They just wanted to try and get into a groove and get going again, but
a lot of those top drivers say that all you have to do is drive in a single file. If the draft is important, you drive in a single file. When it's a timed race like this, you've got 20 minutes. Those last 5 minutes, those last 2 laps, 3 laps, send it. But if you need the draft, stay in the draft. If you start making moves, you get out of the draft. Once you're out of the draft, it's basically race over. And you can see that possibly happening here. Dylan Gray is so much further behind Jet Murray, and that was because these boys were all fighting. Not too sure they could have done anything about it, but that is possibly the reason that has happened. As there is a car off. There is a car off.
Jamie Christensen's gone.
Jamie Christensen. He sent it a little bit hard. And I'm telling you, I know what happened. He took a little bit too much grass on the outside. I'm telling you, that's exactly what has happened. We'll see it now going into Coppice.
He's
gone a little bit wide. And yep, there it is. Car goes round.
Oh, and he couldn't
just
quite
got the
catch
extra
it either.
rotation.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate. And that's going to send him well down the order.
Oh, look at the run. Jason Douglas
gets a very good run on the 177 car of Wayne Edwards. He gets past him going down the straight. Is he going to have enough momentum to send it up the inside of Bradley Mays? No, is Mays going to send it up the inside of Sinkovic? No. They are so tight at the back here, fighting for P10.
Yeah, this is a battle for 10, yeah. Absolutely.
Extremely close.
There's Joshua Horton on the back of Dylan Gray. Again, really hunting down that spot to try and get that away from Dylan.
This is now a battle for third between Joshua Horton and Dylan Gray, who has stormed through the field.
Yeah, he's up 3 spots. Same as Josh, actually, and Ryan Green behind him. All 3 of those guys are up 3 spots.
Jamie Christensen, that spin cost him 13 positions all the way down there. You can see that Joshua Horton had to slam on the brakes there a little bit harder than he wanted. He had a lot more momentum than Dylan in front of him, so he's not going to want to hang about behind him. He's going to know he has the pace. He's going to know he can get past him, and he's going to give it a go.
How much air did Dylan have underneath that car then, Danno? He was driving that supercar style, wasn't he? He just launched that up onto
Absolutely
wheels.
sucked up inside.
That was crazy. The two-wheel action, but that's, again, you know, these cars can handle a little bit of curb hopping like that, so...
Oh, certainly can. I'll tell you from my Magny Core experience, the final chicane, you send these cars over the curb, they love it. Suspension absolutely loves it. As you can see, he took a bit of a wider entry there. And he's trying to keep the speed, but he had to slam on the brakes again. So you can see he's just losing out a little bit. He loses out a little bit in one corner and then gains in the next one. So you can see now he's dropped the gap to about 6/10 or so. 5/10, sorry. It's 6/10 to Ryan Green behind as Jason Douglas has a look up the inside of Mr. Sinkovic. Just a little hello, I'm here. Give me some room. Is he going to have a look into turn the S's? Sorry.
He's lining it up.
He is going to have a look. Is he going to have enough braking? He brakes very late. There's not going to be room. Almost ends in contact. Had to take
Jason
a lot of curb to
Douglas
avoid that.
Big lunge. That was some hectic lunging there. That was
Had to take a lot of curb.
that's probably a little too much curb there, I think. Dylan Gray's got.
Dylan Gray has gone round. He's now
It's
been
called the
done.
race control.
But Ryan Green has also gone off. Is he going to be able to keep it out the wall? I do think so. He has kept it out the wall. He's going to have a little bit of a slowdown, I think. But it's not going to be too bad. Josh Horton up into the podium positions. And there it is.
Yeah, we'll have a
Matthew
look at
Boyler
that
and
pass.
Jet O'Murray in P1 and P2.
We'll have a look at that pass that Josh just put on Dylan Gray here, because we saw Dylan was making it very awkward to get past. So Josh has gone towards the inside. Oh. We'll have to leave that one to race control, I think.
That is, he's probably going to have to give that position up, I think. Obviously didn't end in too much heartbreak as he's right up the back of him, and I think Josh is going to let him have the position back. Is he? No, not at all. Absolutely not. What am I thinking? This is racing. This is not a very nice, what's the word? I don't want to say community because we're a lovely community. It's everything is left out on track.
They're combatants out there, mate.
prisoners.
Once they put the helmet on, it's all race driver out there. It doesn't matter what colours you are, you're still a driver. So that's definitely what we see. We'll just see what happens. Race control are aware of it. Dylan did call that in, so we'll see what happens. It'll either be a drive-through or it'll be a no further action. There we go. We just got the call. 21 car drive-through. So Danno, Matty Boyler, Jet Murray, Dylan Gray are going to be your top three with 8 minutes left to go.
Has Josh got a drive-through, has he?
He just scored a drive-through for that pass, yeah.
Interesting,
So
interesting.
He'll be pulling off in now, unless
He's gonna hold him up as
Dylan
much
doesn't
as he
need to
can.
do
You
anything.
can see he took a defensive line. He's parking it on those apexes, and he's not going to take that drive-through just yet.
This lap, so he's going to make Dylan work for it. Is he trying to bring Henry Fenton back in? That's the question. Because Henry Fenton is right on the back of these boys as well. Oh, sorry, Wade Reynolds is on the back of these boys. Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
He's disappeared there. He's come back.
Dylan just called that in as well. And this is what we were talking about before. Wade Reynolds just getting on the back of this now as well. So, Dylan's pushed
big
too
mistake
hard.
from Dylan Gray, pushing way too hard. And that is what can happen when you get frustrated. I reckon he's frustrated that Josh hasn't pulled into that pits just yet, but he doesn't have to. He's got 3 laps to serve it, and now it's exactly what he wanted. He wanted a little mistake from Dylan, and now I reckon he'll pull into the pits because I don't think there's too much more time he can gain from this.
Oh no, there's no more time for him to gain, but it just depends on how much he wants to try and slow Dylan up there and try and push it back into the field. But Dylan just needs to keep his cool, just stay, keep his head on, because if he does anything silly, he'll cost himself
There we
more
go,
position.
into the pits.
So,
He
there's
goes,
Josh to take that
and now
penalty
it
here.
is a fight between Wayne Reynolds and Dylan Gray.
But Jason Douglas looking on Dean Sinkovic. Oh, this has been going on for lap
Looking
after lap.
every lap as well, he just can't do it.
He can't get there, can he?
No, he certainly
Well,
can't.
there's Brad
As I
Mays
think
right in front of him
Leakey's
as
up the
well.
back of Henry Fenson, just ahead of this battle. He's right up the back of him. Mr. Greg Leake absolutely doing incredible things in this Raider Energy 86 car.
Yeah, Team Greg Racing. So, oh, he's run wide there though. Oh, that
And
was...
it's that dirty air that I was talking about. It's just a little bit too strong. It can really throw you off. And that's what happens.
Going back to Jason Douglas again. He's looking really racy on Dean here. But Dean's still able to keep him back there. He's not giving up easily, so big kudos to Dean on his drop. And there's Brad Mays, just made a slight little bubble there, just coming off the corner. So that's Brad Mays in P10. Dean's going to be looking real racy on that move, so we'll have to watch what Dean does here from the front of Jason Douglas' car.
He certainly will. And he's just not far enough up the back of Dean to be able to do it. And Bradley Mays as well is now involved in this one.
Oh, the run.
Actually, no, he was involved before.
Oh,
This is,
Dean's defending hard.
that's very hard defending.
Oh, very early too.
But is he?
Oh, he's squeezing in.
Jason can definitely do around the outside. Dean, I
Crisscross,
reckon, sent it a
crisscross.
little bit too hard.
Crisscross
And
him.
on the cutback,
He's
he
got
goes
him.
off track. Perfectly executed from Jason Douglas.
That was
Perfectly
brilliant.
executed move. Calculated, cool, concise. Job done. And now he can focus his efforts on Bradley Mays, who is currently trying to chase down Jamie Christensen, who is chasing down Joshua Horton. So we've got a lead battle, but it's the lead battle that's currently for P8.
Yeah, we see.
We know the pace that these boys have.
We see Jamie Christensen there flying the Team SRW colours with Racecraft down the side. It's good to have him on board, but yeah, he's definitely pushing Josh Horton a lot harder now, coming into his later stages. Only 4 minutes left to go. He's definitely making him work for this spot. I think we might see a pass there from Jamie. Oh no, he backed out of that real early, didn't he? So he's trying to set the run up here.
Yep, exactly what he's trying to do. You set up the run early there. You want it. If you can get on the power as early as you can, then you can set up the run. He's showing that inside, weaving just a little bit, letting him know that he's there. As we have 4 minutes to go, 3 laps.
Ryan Green and Henry Fenson are still battling hard here for positions 5 and 6. So this isn't over yet. Is not over yet. Toddy's just jumped to the pit lane. I don't know what's gone on there. But so we got Pat Oliver in the chat. Go Ryan Green. So good to see the support out there for Alpha Venturing boys here tonight in GR86 land. Oh no, and he's gone around. He's just gone
Henry
around.
Fenson gets round.
Ryan Green.
That's a pretty big spin for Ryan Green.
Oh,
He's going to be able to get back on track safely. He is. Josh Horton and Jamie Christensen also getting the position, so he's lost quite a few here. As Jason Douglas is also going to get a position here. Is Bradley Mays as well?
Yes, he does. What about Dean? No, Dean's a little too far back, so Dean's lost a bit there. Because Dean was right up there with Jason Douglas and Bradley Mays there, so Dean's lost a little bit of ground there. Yeah, Pat. Commentator's curse is real, and sadly, we just put the mockers on Ryan. But look, he's back there, P11. He's in the battle pack. He can definitely make a couple of moves and get back in there. So we'll flick back to Jamie Christensen here on the back of Josh Horton, because this has been a cracking battle this whole race so far.
Well, Jet Murray's actually caught up to Matthew Boylett up the front, and there's 2 minutes to go. So about 2 laps. And I don't know if they'll be close enough to make any moves, but I reckon as teammates, they're just going to be working together to stay in front. Oh, big mistake there.
Do you know what?
Cost him a little bit of time. Dylan Gray has got an 11-second gap to those boys in front and 2-second gap behind him. Wade Reynolds has dropped well back.
Dylan Gray is going to make this a 1-2-3 for LMR Esports, and Jason Douglas is probably going to bring it home P9 at this stage, unless he can make a bit of a move and get onto Jamie, but I think he's running out of time to make that kind of happen.
Yeah, well, I believe it'll be white flag next time round as we are on lap 15, so it does make sense. We've got the 20 minutes, 16 laps. It's pretty much perfect as they will come across the line. As Josh Horton is right up the back of Jamie. They are very, very close together. Dropping just below that 5/10 as he drops out and drops back in. That's not going to be looked on too favourably by the stewards.
Yeah, no, definitely when you blink like that, it can definitely bring the race control eyes onto you. So hopefully that's just a little glitch in the system, and he can avoid that and sort that out pretty quick. Oh, he's gone again.
That's going to make it very It's not fun to race with either. It's horrible to race with because, at least from my perspective, I feel bad for everyone else as we come to the white flag, and you also just can't race anyone. The net code is too strong on your end and on their end, so it's just not great all around. As the gap is 5/10 as well up the front on the white flag. Who is going to win this race? Is it going to be Matthew Boylett? Is it going to be Jet Murray? Let us know in the comments.
Well, we saw Matty Boylett do this last week. He got right to the line and then stopped on the brakes, and Jet wasn't ready and passed him for the win. So we'll see if Matty Boylett plays some little games with Jet this week, but I wouldn't think so. I think Matty Boylett will run this across the line.
Yeah, I reckon he should do it comfortably. Jet, just a little bit on the inside. Who is going to take this? It's going to come down to the back straight. Who is going to get a better run?
Watch Boylett at the finish. Watch him as he comes out of that chicane.
Jet is right up the back of him.
Watch as they come out of the chicane. I reckon you'll see Matty Boylett. His brake lights will just flick on, and he'll hand it over to Jet, the team boss at LMR Esports. So watching the rear of Matty. Yeah, see, look, there you go. I told you, the brake lights are coming on. Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop? No, he doesn't. He's going to
take the win.
He did take it, so Jet didn't give him the chance to do it.
Matty Boylett takes the win. He thought about it.
And
Matty Boylett takes the win. Dylan Gray is going to come home in third to make it a 1-2-3 for LMR Esports. A dominant performance from them.
That's going to bring Jason Douglas back into P9. Also, again, LMR Esports there. So, boys are really strong out there tonight. Oh, this is on right to the finish.
Oh, Josh Horton, it does get across the line. He has got him at the line. Jamie Christensen has got it back. There was 1,000 between the two of them. What a finish for P7. Jamie Christensen just gets over the line and gets that position back. That's all it takes. Is a tiny little pubic hair of a front wing in front, a front spoiler, and that gives you the extra points that come with that position.
Ryan
what
Green
a finish!
Yeah, that was close, wasn't it? But this is what this racing does. It brings these finishes really close. And Brad Mays in 11, Dean Sinkovic back there about to complete.
So there we have it. The 86ers, there's another race.
Yes, we have a warm-up, and then we go to a 40-minute, I believe. So we'll be interviewing our winner, Matty Boylett, in just a second. He's going to pop into the green room. Okay, Matty Boylett is there. We'll bring him in. Matty Boylett, congratulations on the win there, mate. Good result for LMR Esports, 1-2-3. How was the race?
All right. Just trying to maintain good, consistent laps, ready for next race.
Yeah, no, we saw We saw Jet do what you guys did last week. You got right up on the back here. We saw you come out of the chicane there at the end and tap the brakes. Were you intending to let Jetto go, or were you taking this one away from him for sure this week?
We're just trying to better roll up for the next race, so he's got the better advantage for the championship as well as to win the race to get more points.
Right, just a bit of team tactics coming in there, eh?
A little bit.
Nice work, nice work. Hey, what's the tactics for the next one, mate?
Push through. Hopefully, the front running cars don't get away enough as they both spun. Hopefully, we can catch them. And yeah.
Yeah, right. So just a bit more of the normal stuff, mate. Just get out there and press on and see what you can do, eh?
Yeah, just try and win. Try if they get 1, 2, 3. Maybe
Another, I was going to say, don't forget Jason there. He come home P9, so not a bad result inside the 10.
Yeah.
Have to fire him up, mate. Needs one of your setups, I think.
We're not running setups.
Not running setups. You might need to. You might need to get Jace onto it, but no, well done tonight, mate, in that first race. We'll throw you back out there, let you warm up, and hopefully we'll chat to you at the end of the night.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks, matey. All right. Wow. Matty Boylett bringing that home tonight in the first heat with Jet Murray and Dylan Gray right behind him. Wade Reynolds for JWM Esports in 4. And Fencer Brothers Racing, Henry Fencer in P5, so it was a good result there. Greggy Leake for Team Greg Racing in P6. Jamie Christensen in the SRW colours there, P7. Joshua Horton there in P8. Jason Douglas in 9, and rounding out the top 10 in that one was Ryan Green. So as we get through this little warm-up, we move into what will be the feature race, Danno.
Yeah, it should be really good. So Matty Boylett obviously winning that one. Is it a reverse grid or anything for that?
I believe it is. Race? Yeah, reverse top 10. I believe it is reverse top 10.
We'll have a lot of interesting things going on. Matty Boylett obviously starting at P10, and Ryan Green will be up the front, and Jason Douglas for LMR Esports will be on the front row as well. So we'll be hoping that he can get up front.
Yeah, 100%.
And stay up front, sorry.
To stay up front. Yeah, well, I mean, look, there could be a little bit of tactics in amongst all that. With the boys, just sort of getting out there and playing the back of the field, you know, because I'll get that kind of free kick, I guess you would say, and have a shot at going over it.
As the performance sim racing, not performance sim racing, sorry, promo department safety car is out there, just having a little show off run.
I think Tyson was itching to get some laps in, mate.
He always is.
Always good to see the promo safety department, or the promo department safety car out on circuit. Not necessarily with cars behind it, but just see Mr. Tyson McAvoy out there right now. And also think we've got Jamie Dyke out there as well. So both the safety cars are out there, or the race control cars are out there at the moment. Looking very sharp this season. And that's going to wrap up the little warm-up. So now we'll get into... Oh, Jamie. Oh, mate, the jump was like about an hour and a half ago, mate. You missed that session. So, right, as we head on into our feature race tonight. This is your first one too, I believe. Am I right in saying that, Danno? First feature race tonight?
What?
Feature. It's your first feature race, split race. So there's our starting grid. So Ryan Green has gone to the front with the inverted top 10. Jason Douglas out of P2, Joshua Horton and Jamie Christensen share the second row in 3 and 4. Greg Leake and Henry Fenson in 5 and 6. Wade Reynolds and Dylan Gray back there on 7 and 8. So we'll have to see if Dylan can get his way through there. Jet Murray and Matthew Boylett, our winners from the first heat, 9 and 10. So again, it'll be interesting to see how they fight back. As we go back through 11 and 12, Brad Mays and Dean Sinkovic. Then we got Brendan Soper, Wayne Shepherd in 13 and 14. Wayne Edwards and Stephen Sinkovic in 15 and 16. And I think we are away. Yep, we are off and racing, man. Already.
So they go into turn 1. It's a big chaos out here. Jamie Horton, or Josh Horton, sorry, already trying to get a move done on Jace Douglas, who, Jace Douglas got the move done on Josh Horton. And Ryan Green already dropping down to P3. Jamie Christensen in 4th. We'll see what he can do in that number 5 car. Get all the way up there. They're side by side going down the S's, down the Craner curbs.
Oh,
very close there.
It's gone.
Very long exit. And
Ryan
he goes off.
Green.
Ryan Green with him do that twice now tonight. Jamie Christensen had to jump on the brakes. Henry Fenson goes round the outside. And through goes Jet Murray and Wade Reynolds. Wow, what is happening here? Round the outside, Jamie Christensen is trying to go on the number 4 car of Jace Douglas, who was just in 1st. Where is he down in 4th? Who knows? There's a car off behind. It's absolute chaos here at Donington.
Oh, the boys are going off. I think that was Greg Leake just on the radio. He might have got a little bit of a handoff there, but mate, Jet Murray is launched off this start up 6 spots straight into P3. What on earth is going on?
And Josh Horton and Henry Fenson were just side by side going through the entry of the chicane. Jet Murray is now right on the back. He started P9.
And look who's right behind him. Matty Boylett. Right behind him.
These boys have absolutely stormed through the field. They've absolutely taken full advantage of everything going behind us. We get a send up the inside. Who is that? That's Mr. Sinkovic going up the inside. What a move.
Wayne Shepherd, yeah. And that's Dylan Gray right there, right behind Dean. So he wants to be careful. He doesn't press too hard now, Dylan. Just wants to settle in and just get himself in a rhythm.
Wayne Shepherd gets in front as Dylan goes up the inside of Wayne. Does he get a good exit? He does. He's going to have more momentum than Dean Sinkovic, who is behind Jace Douglas. Wayne Shepherd is right behind them. Who is going to get a better run here?
I think Dylan's just got to play smart here, mate. I think if he pushes too hard, he's going to get, like that.
A little bit of contact. He's up the inside. He's going to have to send it. He doesn't have to, but I know he will. Oh, he won't.
Oh, a safety car.
He's going to go for a better exit.
We've got a safety car called, so safety car is going to come out on circuit.
Interesting.
Dylan,
not too sure what's happened.
Under safety car, mate. Safety car's been called, yep. Okay, he's backed out of that now. Yep, we've all backed out, so Mr. Dyke, I believe, is out on circuit. He is. A safety car is in operation tonight, so someone has gone off. I'm not sure who, though. Looks like maybe Brendan Soper has had a crash there as well, so I'm not too sure. I might catch a replay of what happened to Brendan here as we pull up behind the set. Oh no, is that Ryan Green? That was Ryan Green.
That was Ryan Green.
Oh no.
So Brendan will probably be hit with a pretty hefty penalty for that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if he broke down or what happened there, but yeah, Brendan Soper just in there, and Ryan Green looked like he had nowhere to go. He just got cleaned up by the stationary car. So this will bunch them all back up now, and this is going to make it just like another start again, isn't it, Danno?
Yeah, it certainly is. They're going to be right on the restart, but the only problem is that on this start, Josh is going to have to leave it very early or very late. You can't really go in between, because that's when everyone is going to be sort of half on the throttle, waiting, and if you go, I prefer to go early. If it's a long straight, obviously I'll leave it late because the draft is too powerful, but I reckon it's better to go early and catch people off guard as soon as you can, so they're not expecting it.
I'm just wondering if you might try and catch him napping at the S's and try and just get a good run through the S's. Like, just go probably the braking zone. Just wait until the cars are braking and then just get on the gas and go. So he bunches them all back up at the S's and then gets the gap that he may need just to fend off for a little while. You see the promo safety department safety car still out there circulating, so probably another lap. We've got Brendan Soper is back out and circulating by the look of it. Wade Reynolds has just peeled off in a pit lane, so I wonder if that could be a little bit of strategy. Because we may need fuel stops, so maybe he's in a window now, 5 minutes in. Maybe he's in the window where he could take fuel and get to the finish, so we'll have to see what goes on there, mate. So Callum Hodgkinson just getting the wave around there. It looks so slow, the wave around, doesn't it? It's like, you can pass on the right. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting there. I can only go so fast. But we see Cullen. He'll get there. He'll get through here. He'll get up. They're just calling to Brendan Soper. So there's 28 clear now. He's got free reign. So Brendan Soper's just entered the pit lane. So we'll jump back with our leaders, Joshua Horton and Henry Fenson. As we just line up now behind the safety car.
Should be ready to go here.
I was going to say, I wonder if they'll call the safety car this lap.
The car just in front of the safety car. Not too sure who it is. I think it's Callan Hodgkinson.
That looks like Callan Hodgkinson, yeah. But he did just get the waiver in, so they might run one more lap on the safety car to get Callan kind of out of the way a little bit. I think they're just a little too close to the end of this lap, so we'll definitely probably go one more lap. So maybe those guys who stopped early, Wade Reynolds, Jamie Christensen's also bailed and done a quick stop as well, so maybe those guys know something we don't know, mate.
I think it's a little bit too early. I think it's a little bit too early to make your stop. Lap 4 of 32, that's a long race, 40 minutes as well. We're not even 10 minutes in. If it was if it were around 15 minutes, definitely go for the early stop. But
don't know. Maybe they know something that we don't, but we'll have to see how that plays out, because, you know, the last thing you'd want to do now is need a splash right at the end with, you know, the fast guys already near the pointy end of the field. You wouldn't want to try and take a splash and get back out. '71 and 86 is a no further incident, I believe they just said. So that was Greggy Leake and Wade Reynolds. There's no further accident. Safety car is in this lap, so we'll be watching the safety car pull away in just a moment and head back to pit lane, and that'll leave Joshua Horton in control of the field. So where does he restart, Danno? What's the play? What's going through his mind right now?
I think he goes late. I think he goes late on the restart, and he just kind of holds them up, bunches them up, drops the field just a little bit, slows them down.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be my play too. I think I'd be waiting right until the last second, right until I got near that set of S's, and then just hammer down and go. So we'll see what he does. He's got Henry Fenson right behind him, and the two quick boys from LMR, Jet Murray and Matty Boylett, right behind them in 3 and 4. So just been given the call for no more weaving, and leader to hold 90 kilometres an hour. So safety car will pull away and will enter pit lane this time around.
So he's really holding them up, Josh Horton. And he's going to go middle of the chicane.
Yep.
If he goes middle of the chicane, it's most beneficial for him.
Henry's trying to get the jump. Oh, you see right there. There it was. He just got Henry to come up on him, and he just went, yep, no. As soon as you back off, mate, I'm going, because that's going to throw a lot of pressure back to the guys behind now. So I'm going to call restart under investigation. So someone may have passed before the control line. We can actually have a look at that. We'll get this underway and we'll flick to a replay now. We'll see what's going on here. Car 6 did call it, so let's... I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe. There might be something to answer for there. Danno, what do you think?
Yeah, it could be.
It's a little nervous there, but Greggy Lee,
Greg Lee, can he save it?
Oh, and he got hit.
Oh, big hit.
Who was that?
Big hit. That could be another safety car as they're all trying to go around him. Oh,
no.
another one. Another one's got into him. He couldn't really do anything.
He was holding his... That's
and
Wade
that's a
Reynolds.
big hit. Is the safety car going to come out?
Oh,
Jamie
no.
Dyke, of course, driving the promo department safety car. It looks like they're okay. None of them having to hit that reset button. Horton has got away, and Henry Fenson is right up the inside. Jet Murray and Matthew Boyler are going to be having the time of their lives watching this battle. They are going to be able to sneak right through and get everything done.
I might flick back and just see what happened to Greggy Leak there. Oh no, who's that? Fenson off on the left. Fenson's dropped behind Jason Douglas now, so that's Jeff Murray, Matty Willett and Jason Douglas in 2, 3 and 4 and Dylan Gray in 6, so that's 13. So that was a safety car restart, so we did see that. But you'll flick back to Greg Leak and see what happened here, because that was a huge little incident. So I think he's just grabbed a bit of grass and just rotated. Someone's got 15 minutes repairs. Wade Reynolds. So Wade Reynolds must have been caught up in this here. Oh, no, Greggy Leak. No. Oh, no, look at that. Oh. And what's happened here? Oh, no, blinded. Oh, no, someone's blinded and just can't do it. Oh, Wade Reynolds right there. Just
Yeah, you can't really do anything. You're just carrying too much speed.
Ryan Green has just had a crash as well. We'll flick over that. I don't know what's happened here with Ryan Green. What's he done? This is up with, is that Toddy? And
yeah, I'm not too sure. It looks like
Toddy
one of the SRW cars. He's right up the inside. They're 3 abreast at this point.
Oh,
and they're going to go 3 wide, and it's just a little hit, and there's nothing you can really do about that.
That was Steven Sinkovic,
Good avoidance from the SRW car.
Yeah, that was... oh, look at the pack that just formed right behind that incident too. That was crazy. So unlucky there. Ryan Green, again, not having a good night tonight by any stretch of the imagination. I'll tell you what, who's surprising right now, Dean Sinkovic is up in the P5, mate. And he's in clear air. He's got 4 seconds either side of him, so not a bad start.
Sinko is doing some very good things. You say he's up to P5?
I know. Dean is up in
P6.
P6 and up 6 spots. So he's doing all right. Wayne Reynolds here, sitting behind Steven Sinkovic and that battle pack there, led by Toddy Thorburn. And Ryan Green behind the back of this as well. Dylan Gray's just gone off track as well, so not sure what's going on there. The boys are pushing really hard, but oh, look at this pack. Look at this pack, Danno. What is going on? All these boys here. Ryan Green is zigzagging, he's moving,
that's
he's
7
left, he's
cars.
right. Oh.
7 cars. Ryan Green going up the inside. Is he going to make the move done? He is going to get the move done on Wayne Edwards. Beautiful move. Now he's going to focus his efforts on Mr. Steven Sinkovic ahead of him. Can he keep that momentum going? Or ahead of this pack is Mr. Todd Thorburn. Can he hold them off? This is a very, very close. Karen Wakefield is up front. You can see he's got to slam on the brakes a little bit. Ryan, is that going to compromise him? Is Wayne going to be able to get in front of him behind? Because if you have to slam on the brakes, it gives another person the opportunity to go straight through. As you can see, he takes that wide line. He's going to try and get up the inside of Mr. Sinkovic. He's got to send it now. Does he send it? No, he breaks early. A little bit of contact, and there it is. Mr. Sinkovic is round.
Thanks, Stephen might. I think Stephen might have just cut his nose a little bit there, but we'll have to see if that gets called in. Race control. Yep. Oh. So that has been called in, so asking race control just to have a look at that. Dylan Gray on the back of Dean Sinkovic here, so Dean and Dean's up 6, Dylan's up +1. We'll just have a look, see if Dylan's actually got any pace out here against Dean Sinkovic right now. Dean's having a stellar race this time around though. He's really got to grips with his car on the track tonight. So good to see Dean having a good race. So this could be a long way. If Dylan does get this pass, he's still 7 seconds off P5, so he might need to work with Dean a little bit here and try and get a little bit closer to Henry Fenson and Jason Douglas up there. Because here we are ride with Henry Fenson now on the back of Jason Douglas, and he is all over the back of his car. What can he do? He's going to send it. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's on the racing line.
That duck is terrifying on the back of Henry Fenson. Does he get the switchback done on the number 4 car of Chase Douglas? He's so close. He's still up the inside. Can he get the move done? He's got to leave him room, otherwise he's going to get turned round. They come through the Crater Curves, and just because he's on that inside, Chase Douglas is able to hold him off.
Oh, for now, it's not over, mate. This is hot property right now. And look at the front. Look just in front of this, the battle pack here. There's 3-4 cars. Eee. Look at them. They're all up there.
And
that's
while
Jet
that
Murray,
is going on, if these guys just work together, they'll catch those 3 cars. It's Jet Murray, Matty Boylett, and Josh Horton all up in that fight. And it's Jet Murray and Matty Boylett who are now up in the front too. Has Henry Fenson got him here? Side by side down the straight. He's weaving left and right. Hold the line, son. Get it down. He's got to brake really late. He does brake really late. Can he get the car stopped in time? He can. Great move by Henry Fenson. Chase Douglas now right behind him, about 2/10 separating the two of them. But it looks like he has the move done.
Yeah, it looks like he got that done pretty clean, but Chase is going to fight back. He's not going to go down easy. These boys just need to work together and get to the back of this. We've got Joshua Horton right on the back of Matthew Boylett there. So Jace Dylan and Gray has gotten around Steven Sinkovic, but he's 6 seconds behind this pack. So does he have the time? Does he have the pace to get up there? That's the question, because these boys are fighting hard up the front.
They've got to work together, those two. If they work together, they'll be able to catch him. I know the draft isn't too strong, but if Henry and Chase can do it... Chase has had an incident. Sorry, I've missed that.
He has. He's dropped right back. What happened here? Let's see if I can...
Looks like he's going a lot slower, and Dylan Gray's going to be able to get past him, I think. He's going very, very slow. I wonder if something's gone wrong. Maybe have to save fuel. They're 20 minutes into the race.
Yeah, nothing on SCK, so he hasn't come a cropper anywhere. I think he might have just maybe pulled out and tried to work with Dylan, or maybe he's got an issue with the equipment. But yeah, that was very strange because he was right on the back. And now he's... Well, okay, no, he's pulled to the left, so he's going to let Dylan Gray go here, I think. Yeah, no.
He goes for the send, Dylan Gray, up the inside of Chase Douglas. I reckon that's a little bit of team orders, and there's definitely something possibly wrong with Chase Douglas's car. Unless...
He's not showing any lack of speed now, though, is he?
So I reckon they're working together now. That's what it is.
Say so, yeah. It definitely looks that way, but
Somebody is coming out the pits as well. I believe it's Todd. Mr. Thorburn.
Maybe I don't see anyone on the relative coming out. You could be well be right. Yeah, I'm not sure what the team play would be there as to why Jason would have dropped that far back. I mean, now they're 7 seconds away from Henry Fenson. There's Henry up there all by himself. He's at 7 seconds behind and 2 seconds in front. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure on the play there. It might have been maybe an LMR Esports little trick of the book, but yeah, interesting move. So
Very, very interesting move. Not too sure why he dropped so far back. I mean, you can see the gap now to Henry Fenson is 7 seconds, so it's a very, very big gap.
yeah,
I don't think they'll be able to close it in 20 minutes.
No, mate. I mean, you'd be stretching it, wouldn't you, to try and make that gap back up? Anything's possible though. Mistakes can happen, but yeah, Jedi Murray just out the front there, just doing his thing. Matty Boyler right on his tail, and Josh Horton right behind those two boys. So he's hanging in. Josh Horton's really just trying to stick to the back of these two boys right now because doesn't really need Henry Fenson coming into it. But then we see Jace is keeping pace with Dylan Gray. So maybe it was a tactical play, not just an equipment problem. Maybe it was tactical. Jump back to Wayne Edwards and Kevin Wakefield in the Castrol car. So yeah, we'll try and have a bit of a look down the field. Toddy Thorburn is right on the back of this pack as well. This is turning into a bit of a 4-car battle, Danno. As we
there's a lot of battles going on, and yeah, Toddy is getting it right up the back of these boys. He's got to brake late. He's braking very well, and he is getting right at the back. Oh, a little loose on the rear there.
Yeah, the rear of these cars does like to make a little slide happening through most of these corners, especially high speed corners like that. You try and push a little bit deep there, and I'll do that. But Wayne Edwards right on the back of Kevin Wakefield here. And is that a slower car in the middle? Is that Wade Reynolds? That is. It's Wade Reynolds right in the middle. That's actually Kevin Wakefield in the Cashbell car. So that's actually a lap car in the middle there. So
I believe it's Wayne Edwards.
Wayne Edwards is the yellow car, I believe.
Oh, sorry, you might be right. Yes, sorry, you might be right.
I was going to say, yeah, no, it's a lap car in the middle. So this is interesting that there's a lap car. Ryan Green just gone off track again. Ryan Green's had an absolute shocker night, down 12 spots. Not a good night for Ryan Green from Alpha Venturi, but you know, he needs more of those Alpha Venturi boys. They need to fight off the LMR Esports boys because, you know, we're seeing a big push there right now. Jump on with Jace Douglas. They've actually lost another second to Henry Fenson. They're now 8 seconds behind. So I don't know. I'm still bamboozled by that tactic to pull Jace back behind Dylan. So quite sure what the play is there. So Dean Sinkovic has just peeled off in the pit lane. So maybe that's about the 23-minute mark. So with 17 minutes left, it could be a fuel strategy thing, Danno, or is that just get me out of the way?
Probably a get me out of the way. Could be using the draft as a little bit of fuel. I'm not too sure how much fuel they save.
What is Jason? What is Jason Dylan Gray doing here? Like, Jace rolled out of that really early, didn't he? He was out of that very, very early. So I wonder if that's just a little tactic play there from those boys. But you know, they're losing time, and Henry Fenson is getting to the back of this front pack. This is going to light up in the next 2 or 3 laps, mate. I think this is going to really light up the timing table. Brad May's back here on Dean Sinkovic. So Dean Sinkovic has come back out to P13, so he's just in front of Brad Mays here as they're working their way onto the back straight, coming down to the final S's. But we do have little battle packs all over the place right now. So Henry Fenson and Josh Horton are literally right on top of each other on the timing table. Oh, nope. Henry Fenson just had a bit of an off, so that's gonna push him back a little bit. Let's have a look off the rear gearbox. Well, there's Dylan Gray and Jace Douglas right back there at the end of that straight. So I'm not sure they're gonna make any inroads there. As we check out the best lap, Matty Boyler with a 1:17.10 for the race, and that was on his last lap there, so definitely not pulling punches, but I think they're just playing the team game out the front. He did say that in the chat before that, you know, any advantage because Jetto's in the championship, so to anything to help Jet get the championship done and dusted is what they're playing for. So we'll have to see, as long as they don't bump and grind and spin each other. Matty Boyler giving him a little nudge.
And you say that, but they're right up the back of each other, bump drafting each other almost through these corners. Look at the teamwork. It's absolutely astonishing. They've pulled such a gap on Josh Horton, and Henry Fenson now is trying to just gain a little bit, and there's just not much he can do.
No, there's absolutely not. I mean, that little off that Fenson had just here before really brought him back towards Dylan Gray and Jace Douglas here. We see the bump drafting again. Oh, you gotta be careful, boys. You don't do that at the wrong time. Don't want to be doing that at the wrong point of the track and causing yourself issues. But Wayne Edwards here on the back of Toddy. They're just working their positions there for 10 and 11. Toddy loves driving these cars. You see on the back there, I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but there's actually Toddy and Brendo's faces on the back of that car, so quite a funny delivery. But we'll bounce back up into Dylan Gray, Jason Douglas. Again, they're right on each other again. See the tactics here are just pressing on the back.
Yeah, they were.
Dylan.
That gap was a lot bigger beforehand, and they are bringing it down. So it's around 4 seconds now, and they are bringing it slowly down the gap to Henry Fenson. But I don't think the move is to do this. I reckon it would have been more productive for Dylan in front, or Chase. It was Jace actually.
It was Jace.
It was Jace. Yeah, he should have just stayed with Henry up the front, and he should have battled him, and that way Dylan could have got involved, and they both could have then had the teamwork and gotten past. I think that would have been a better option for them.
Yeah, like I said to you before.
Oh, that's a big mistake. Big mistake from Jace. Way too much curve.
Yeah, I think the reason they were getting on the back of Henry there is because of that mistake Henry made coming onto that back straight. But we see Kevin Edwards has had a crash, and looks like it might have just been a single car. So we'll just have a flick to that and see what that is.
It's a bit of a weird spin. Hold the brakes.
No.
Kevin.
Oh, no.
Kevin. You can't be doing that, mate. You can't be doing that. Just hold the brakes.
Race control's definitely going to...
Yeah, that...
Brown on that one.
Not great.
So we're not going to look at that. And who's that off? Up there in the distance, so who's that off on the left-hand side? Is that... He's still off. That might have been... Well, that might be Wayne Edwards. Went off track, and Toddy Thorburns gone off track as well, but he's back on, so yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on there. It's getting a little bit messy out there as we get into these later stages. We've got just over 10 minutes to go, mate, and we're still seeing the Eastwood's boys out front, Chip Murray, Matty Boyle, but Josh Horton's hanging in there, isn't he? He's really hanging on the back of this group.
He's hanging in quite well, actually. That gap was around 2 seconds not long ago, and now it's down to 1.2.
How much of this bump drafting do you think is actually taken out of these front guys and just giving him that advantage?
I reckon it's a lot, because he's just gained 4/10 in one corner and he's actually gaining a lot more. So I think that's actually hurting these boys rather than helping.
Oh no. Oh, that was
big
a bit
mistake
shaky.
there. Got the rear round. He saved it, but it's lost a couple of tenths there.
But he'll make it up here in the straight though, won't he? Because they'll be getting a really big hole in the air for him to push right through. So he'll be making this work. And they've got a solid car approach. I think Jeto's he's got one of the. Looks like maybe Dean Sinkovic there in front of him. Or no, it might be Stephen actually. It might be Stephen Sinkovic.
Yeah, it's
So
Stephen
it depends
Sinkovic.
on-
He is 50 seconds behind as Mr. Dean Sinkovic down in P11. He's up the back of Bradley Mays.
There he is right there on screen as he's coming through now. So
They're both chasing down Toddy, and Toddy's actually losing a little bit of time, so they might be able to do it.
yeah, this is quickly going to become a 3-car battle. And this is for P10, 9, 10, and 11. So Toddy's inside the 10 right now, but this could change very quickly. Oh, Toddy's on the brakes very early.
It is.
Oh, Brad Mays looking right up the inside.
Struggling a little bit. Brad's going to go through. If Dean's smart, he'll follow him straight through. He's going to give it
Brad's
a go.
gone.
Oh,
And
he's
Toddy's gone as well. Dean's just made 2 spots.
And through goes Sinkovic.
He didn't spin, but he went through. Well done,
went
Dean. That was a good
straight
pass.
through.
That was a solid.
That's great move, and it's very, very good racing, good tactical racing. Very unfortunate for Bradley, as I didn't know Mr. Toddy had the Fonterra livery. Of course, that's his work. He works with Fonterra. He's as a chef, and it's the main milk distributor and cheese, I believe, and cheese distributor in New Zealand. So pretty cool for him to have that livery.
Dean Sinkovic had just gone off track as well, and that might have just brought... No, because Toddy was the one behind him, so no, he's alright. He's got a nice little window around him now, 11 seconds in front, 2 seconds behind to Brad Mays. See Brad just coming through the shot there at the top of the screen, but nothing to fear there. But remember, Dean has pitted, so the top 6 guys have not pitted yet, so... I wonder if they're going to be able to get through, mate. I wonder if that safety car just helped them get their few laps in.
Yeah, I reckon that safety car actually helped them a lot with fuel saving. I seriously think that's been a main factor in the pit stops being spread out. Have the front boys pit?
No one. The top 6 cars, so Jet Murray to Jason Douglas, have not pitted, so... Be interesting to see what happens here, but you know, I think Henry Fenton, Dylan Gray, and Jason Douglas have now done themselves an injustice there. They're in a window where they're 3 seconds plus minus each way, so I don't think, I'm not sure who you're flashing there, Dylan, but there's no one around, buddy. Henry Fenson's a long way up the road. We'll jump on the nose cam. We can see Henry Fenton up there, 3 seconds clear, so I don't know if flashing the lights that far back is really going to do any distracting. It's Joshua Horton, he's half a second off now, mate. Look, he is literally pushing to the back. Very close
now. Josh Horton, all it's going to take is a little mistake from one of these 2 up the front, which I doubt they'll make, but any little mistake and he can sweep on through, just as we saw Sinkovic do just before.
Oh, you see, it only takes Matty Boyle just to hit the brakes there at the wrong moment, and Josh's going to have a heck of a run. He's got some pace coming in late in this race. 17.24. He's matching times, best times with Jetto Murray, and he's gone 3rd quickest in that last lap, 4th quickest overall. So he's got some pace in this car right now at this late stage. So with 6 minutes now, 6 minutes to go, that double push doesn't really seem to be helping the boys at the front here. Look at how much he gains on the brakes there, just because those guys have got to get out of it early because of the push.
Yeah, you can see he's really got the momentum now. He's almost got that gap. He has got that gap, sorry, under 5 tenths. And now what he can do is make that move, but these boys are going to be communicating to each other to hold him up. And if he's smart, he'll just wait. All he has to do is wait, bide his time towards the end of the race. That's when it's going to really, really work and really count.
Oh, 100%. And look, I mean, he's in the key position. Oh, look at this. He is in the absolute key position right now.
And he's defending. You see that little bit jump on the brakes. He has to jump on them too.
Look at this.
And
They'll think it was a buck-on jet there.
That's really, really tactical from Matty Boylett. He's racing really hard and defensive to block Josh. I don't think I can call this fair racing, to be honest. A little bit too aggressive on the defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're entitled to race their line, but I mean, at some point in time, if it does get a little bit aggressive, I'm sure they can call it in. And race control, you definitely don't want them getting involved because they will look at it and they will examine it very hard, but we now see that Matty Boylett isn't close enough to Jet to keep that bump draft happening, so Josh has really gotten under the skin of these boys and really making them think a bit. Just on 4 minutes to go and still no fuel stop. Yeah, no fuel stops at this stage for these
I
top
don't think
guys.
they'll pit at this stage.
No, I think they might have enough fuel, and that safety car might have helped them a lot, so we might ride with this battle just a little bit longer just to see. Dylan Gray's in the pit lane. Jason Douglas in pit lane as well. What's going on there?
So
4 second stop for Dylan Gray. You could ill afford to have a pit stop now.
It's a splash and dash, I think. And have these boys, maybe they've been fuel saving. I don't have sound, so I can't really tell you if they have or haven't. And you can see, look at that line that he's taking through there. Matty Boylett, that's really just unfair driving. He's parking it on those apexes, just pushing Jet to that win. And I don't really think that this is too fair. This frustrates me, to be honest, because Josh Horton definitely has the pace. And is he going to be able to make the move? Just send it, son. Send it up the inside on him. Go for it, son.
He's gone.
He does
He's
go
gone.
for it. Go on, Josh. They go side by side. Is he going to be able to pull off the move? No, he
he's
gets
not.
shoved to the outside. And there goes
he's
Jet,
in the pit.
and
He's in the
Josh
pit.
has to go in.
So what's
he
going on
must
here?
need some fuel. Let's see what he takes.
They must be
we
close
obviously
on fuel.
won't be able to know, but it's definitely just going to be a splash and dash of fuel.
I can tell he's in and got...
Well, he's up on the jacks.
It's a big stop.
That's a
no,
long
has he
stop.
not turned...
Henry Benson.
Oh, he hasn't turned off tyres.
He's forgotten to turn off the tyres. Henry Fenson goes through.
Josh.
Dylan Gray is going to go through as well. That is very frustrating for Joshua
That's
Horton.
unlucky. And
He had a
dropping down
podium,
the order.
and I
He's
reckon
still
he
in
would have
pit lane,
actually also.
31.
Yeah, he would have had the undercut as well, I think. I think he's
No,
forgotten to set his fuel, and I think he's also
35
forgotten
seconds.
to do the tyres.
Oh no, if we got anyone in chat that knows what's just gone on there with Joshy in that pit stop, hit us up, let us know in the chat. That was a 35-second stop, so that's now, I mean, that's race over, isn't it? I mean, you got
It is
2
for
minutes.
him, yes.
That's
Unfortunately,
race over.
that will be race over, yeah. He's not going to be able to get back into it. As Dylan Gray overtakes the
and
back
that
marker.
might be compounded as well, because it looks like we just had a call that exiting pits, he might have almost cleaned up another car. So we'll have to watch what happens here with Josh. Has he made a slight goose coming out of the pit exit?
Look, it's a very interesting pit exit. It's a very, very tough one. No way.
No
way. That is
that's
absolutely
clear, yeah.
not
If it
his
was
fault.
on him, I don't know. I don't see anyone else who's leaving the pit lane as that call came in. So
There
absolutely
is
not.
no way he gets a penalty for that.
Henry Fenson's gone to the pit, so that now puts LMR Esports 1, 2, 3.
They've got one more lap. I think they might have the fuel to do this. They must have been fuel saving, and I think they've got the fuel to go one more lap, unless they box now. This is going to be going onto the white flag, and they will have to box. If they don't box, then we know that they've got the fuel. They might just make it to the line. But I think they've been fuel saving, and they have been fuel saving.
So they're going to do this race without a stop. Without a stop.
Exactly right. 40 minutes of racing with no stopping.
So we are on the white flag as we approach the last little 5 seconds of the race. But this is going to be an absolute dominant performance from LMR Esports. Unfortunately, the competition kind of tripped itself up there, and yeah, Josh Horton, would love to hear what happened in your stop, mate, because that was on for a cracking finish between you and a couple of the other boys there, but sadly not to be tonight for young Josh. So on to next week, where we'll hopefully see him again competing for the podium. So unfortunately, that's just the way it rolls, isn't it, Danno?
It certainly is. Unfortunately, these mistakes do happen, but that's sometimes how it goes in racing, and those mistakes do happen, as Jet Murray will cross the line and take the feature race win. Matty Boylett will come home right behind him, 2/10 behind him, and Dylan Gray will come home to make it an LMR Esports 1-2-3 once again.
Yeah, exactly right. And he's got 11 seconds back to Henry Fenson, so he didn't need to do anything silly. Just roll on through, mate. Ride the brakes, just get through, and yeah, it's going to be a very dominant performance by the LMR Esports boys tonight. So great to see. And if I'm looking down the list here, fastest lap would go to Matty Boylett with a 1:17.10. So yeah, and Jamie Christensen, to be fair, 1:17.11 versus 1:17.10. So there's nothing in it for the fastest lap, but looks like Matty Boylett will take the fastest lap award for tonight. So we just wait for the cars to finish. It looks like Wayne Shepherd might still be finishing his lap. No, he's done. Kevin Wakefield, done, and Toddy done as well now. So that wraps up the evening here at Donington Park. Well, Danno, first time back in the booth, mate, for a while, and how was it?
Yeah, had a very good first race. Second race was good, a little bit too long for my for my liking.
First
As
time
you can
back's
see,
a bit
most
long,
of the
mate.
field actually got lapped there by Jet and Matt. So that's how much it was. Very unfortunate for Josh Horton, who would have had a very, very good finish up the front. That's very, very unfortunate. Unfortunately, on pit as well, he wouldn't have got that lap back with an undercut. But that's unfortunately how it goes.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, mate. And look, I mean, sadly, that's exactly how it goes, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's, you know, lesson learned, and move on to next week, as we're going to get the LMR Esports boys all lined up here on the grid. And I think that will be Dean Sinkovic in the rear there with the SRW car. So congratulations to those boys. We will get them in for their post-race interviews in just a moment. But yeah, that's the feature results for this evening. Jet Murray, Matthew Boylett and Dylan Gray, all from LMR Esports, delivering your podium tonight. Henry Fenson, P4, Jamie Christensen, P5, Joshua Horton, P6, Jason Douglas in 7, Greg Johnson in 8. Ryan Green gets himself back inside the 10 with a 9th position. Bradley Mays there in P10. Dean Sinkovic with an awesome drive to P11. Wayne Shepherd, P12. Kevin Wakefield, P13. Wayne Edwards in 14. Toddy Thorburn in 15. Stephen Sinkovic back there, 16. Greggy Leake in 17. Callan Hodgkinson, 18. Brendan Soper, 19. And Wade Reynolds rounding out the 20th position. Well, mate, I suppose we should probably get these boys in here and have a chat. So let's bring in the regular member to the commentary box and P3 for this evening, Dylan Gray. Mate, take us through that last race. It was a bit hit and miss there with midway through there with Jace dropping back behind you, and you guys about 9 seconds off the gap there. So how was it?
Since start of the race was fine, and that it was just literally since that safety car, it was pretty much: do we fuel save? Do we not fuel save? The way I went not to fuel save, and that's how I had to do the pit stop. So I did the pit stop, and that I took the gamble, try and undercut the. Of course, not my teammates, but Henry and Josh, try and undercut those two, so I could try and help hold them off. But I had to pit, and that, so I ended up just cruising it on home. Ran out of fuel, coming to the grid for the end.
So it was a really tight race. Interesting that you say we did see Jet and Maddie not take a stop, so must have been some hard fuel saving there, but they were still fast while doing it. So that safety car helped them, you think?
Yeah, the safety car helped them, and they were fuel saving like no tomorrow throughout that race.
Well, we'll have to find out what they had still left in the tank. But, mate, well done on P3 tonight. We're not going to throw you back out into the wild, and we'll probably keep you in here. We might drag Maddie in as well and get some insight and get you three boys in here because, it's a pretty dominant performance tonight by LMR. So we'll keep you in the booth and we'll drag Maddie in. And we'll have a chat with Maddie.
Fall asleep.
You'll be right, mate. All right, we'll drag Maddie in. Maddie, mate, congratulations, P2. No fuel stop tonight. So how was the fuel save?
Pretty fun. Just cruising, following Jet, making sure we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
Hoping
how
that the
close
cars
was it?
behind would I think it was 0.2 in the tank coming over the line, and then I had to fuel save for the extra lap, and then Dylan had to help get me to the line.
Yeah, right. So it was really touch and go, hey? So that safety car, was that the saving grace for you and Jet, or was it just
Yes,
max save?
that's the only reason why we could make it. If we didn't have the safety car, we wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, right. So we saw Danno and I were watching you guys. You were bump drafting, or you were bump drafting Jetto down the back chute there into that before the S's there. Was that purely just fuel saving, just trying to use one over the other, or
That was just to push him up more so we could both fuel save.
yeah, right. So a bit of team tactics there. Well, mate, congratulations, P2 tonight. Normally we'd get you to shout out the sponsors, but we're going to hold off because we're going to bring Jetto in because it is such a dominant performance from LMR. So stick around and we'll drag in Jetto. Jetto, mate, take us through that. How was it? Maddie just told us. Bit of fuel saving going on, but from your seat, how was it, buddy?
As usual, help with the teammate behind you the whole race. Fun race, fuel saving the whole way. The safety car really helped.
So how close were you there at the end? We heard from Maddie, he was like 0.2. How close were you?
Going over the line, I had 0. So, yeah.
Wow. So it was, if you had any issues or anything trying to regather the car, you were in a bit of trouble, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Dominant performance tonight. Obviously from your seat, championship is a big help, but
Yeah.
LMR 1, 2, 3, good obviously for the team and obviously for the overall championship. But from your seat tonight, mate, like the racing, how was it here at Donington Park?
It was definitely good with Boiler helping me learn the track, as I didn't even know the track earlier in the week, and it was definitely helpful with him helping me. It was a great race, and it wasn't really too many issues, but that one safety car.
Yeah, right. Well, normally we hear from the sponsors from individual drivers, but LMR Esports knocked it out of the park tonight, so we're going to throw it to you, Jetto, to do all the shout-outs tonight for your team and for the sponsors, and let us know what they do, mate. So take it away.
Alright, so Lodge Fellas, Stonemasons, NZ Performance, Wayne Boylett Mechanical, OKMS Photography, Majors Garage, JM Designs, and also everyone at LMI Esports for helping what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, excellent job, mate. And congratulations to our podium, Dylan, Jet, and Matthew Boylett on the 1, 2, 3. And congratulations to LMR Esports for such a dominant performance tonight, boys. On to next week.
Yes.
How are we looking? We excited for next week?
What's the track?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I wasn't even ready. Matty, kudos to you, mate, because I wasn't even ready for that. Well done. Next week, Winton National. So off to Winton. Oh, that's nervous. That's nervous laughs. Come on, boys. You can't be that dominant tonight and then be nervous. Winton, you're not a fan?
No, big fan.
Yeah, fans.
50-50 for me.
50-50
Well,
for
actually,
Dylan.
to be
so-
honest, all of us have driven around there in race cars in real life, so might be much easier for all of us.
I was going to say, Jenna, we've seen videos of you at Winton, mate. You should be fine out there. So,
Yeah.
boys, congratulations tonight. We look forward to seeing you all back next week and duking it out once more.
Thank you. Thanks for what you do.
No worries. Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
Bounce the boys out of there. Well, Danno, mate, that's going to wrap it up. That's the end of it. That's going to wrap up tonight, man.
Yeah, it's been a night of racing, that's for sure. Yeah, it's been a good night of racing. I really enjoyed that first race. That 1,000th of a second separating those two was absolutely insane. And I love watching those mid-pack battles that kind of form. But the short format of races usually are much more my format, my speed. I much prefer them. But that's all good. Yeah, it was a good night for racing. Very dominant performance by LMR Esports. Yeah, it's just, as you said, Jet and Matty Boylett were just too quick.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, those boys were just on another level tonight. And, look, we heard from those boys, man, it was fuel saving. It was down to, it was down to drops. It wasn't even down to like liters. It was down to drops in the fuel tank. So,
yeah,
again, quality driving from those boys. Again, real world racing paying off. So it's good to see those boys translate that to the virtual world. Unfortunately, the horrors through there for Josh Horton, that pit stop just cost him a little bit. Greggy Johnson, a standout with a +9 to finish in P8. But again, Jet Murray and Matthew Boylett coming off the fifth row there out of P9 and 10 for that feature race, getting the job done. Well, mate, I want to thank you for jumping in the box tonight. Appreciate it, and hopefully we get to see you back here again in the not-too-distant future. But that is going to wind us up tonight. So thank you to all our sponsors here at SRW TV, simrigs.com, Melville Equipment Construction, Racecraft Simulations, Toyo Sim, Dragon RC, Warren and Brown Tools, and I don't think I've forgotten anyone, but also Tempting Sweets as well, coming on board with our jump session tonight. We are back tomorrow night at SRW TV with our GT3 90-minute Enduros, so make sure you don't miss that. That's going to be another cracking race. We thank you, the viewers, for tuning in, and on behalf of the broadcast team and management here, we wish you a safe night, and we'll see you tomorrow night on SRW TV. Good night.
Night, guys.
The total one, this is amazing. Up and clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff from Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble model right now because, tell you what, Bruce Tanner and Jamie Dyke just blown away from him.